दर्द दे रहा है निकलते टाइम, पता नहीं क्यों।
ब्रो तुम्हें बवासीर हो गई
prepare
है।
for this after you guys
नहीं
lost
यार,
to
लेकिन मैं
T1. I'm
आई
sure you
गेस
guys
मैं
were,
वाटर
you know,
इनटेक
you
कम
made
कर
some
रहा हूँ
changes
इसलिए।
to the comps
और
as
क्या
well.
इनटेक कर रहे हो फिर?
अभी ट्राई करना था यार, तुम लोग बोले ना वो पेप्सी ब्लैक अच्छी लगती है,
ओह
Yeah,
तो अच्छी लगी यार क्लच भाई।
पेप्सी
तुम
बैग
लोग
तो
यही
अच्छी है भाई, मैं तो
हाँ
बहुत
अच्छी
पिया।
लगी, अच्छी लगी ब्रो, अच्छी लगी।
like is and
ओए क्या हुआ मैच में? ये तो वन साइड खत्म हुआ।
अरे
तीसरा मैच।
नहीं नहीं भाई, मजा आया मैच में ये वाले तो।
हाँ क्या?
अच्छा खेली भाई RRQ।
That's why we changed the heaven comp to counter
ब्रो
their
क्या
comp.
मैप्स हुए?
And yeah, he
ये तुम क्वेश्चन कर लेते हो ना।
पल है तो तुम अबे बेशरम आदमी, देखिए क्या हो
याद
फिर?
नहीं रहता यार।
Oh yeah, I mean,
देखिए
पहला
क्या
पर्ल
हो?
हुआ, फिर हेवन हुआ, फिर
that
फ्रैक्चर
one.
हुआ।
I mean, were you shocked that they
अरे
kept
माँ
their
कसम,
waylay?
स्ट्रीम चालू करते ये क्या हुआ?
I think on fracture, yeah, I'm quite shocked that
भगवान नहीं चाहते आज मैं स्ट्रीम
play the
करूं।
waylay because I don't know. I think for me, for us, we don't really like the waylay.
Working out. I'm glad you dumped it.
ऑलराइट आई गेस आ गया, चालू हुआ क्या
You don't
बात?
like the waylay.
Yeah.
Jumkin must be delighted.
Yeah.
क्या बात है? We good baby, we good.
Especially in this last map on the veto.
We
you know, saw you playing
good.
the attacker side. How do you find
9
playing
13
veto
13
defensive
10
player
13
compared
3
to,
one
you
side
know,
domination by
Cypher
RRQ
and
gaming?
Silver roles? Do you feel like you get to be a bit more aggressive?
डिले वेट होल्ड अप, डिले है क्या? नहीं नहीं कोई डिले नहीं होना चाहिए। I don't think so bro. हेलो दोस्तों, वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम।
But
ओए RRQ क्वालीफाई हो गई
Apple
मतलब?
has more aggressive than the other sentinel that you can take pick, take a pick like aim and I can just
3-0 3-1 3-1।
So I think Vito is like in the
ओह
middle of
तो अब
the
DFM
like
ऑटोमेटिक
passive
क्वालीफाई
and
हो जाएगी
aggressive, so I think it works for me.
ब्रो।
So we're gonna see it on more maps.
क्या
I'm not sure.
पहले मैच क्यों नहीं दिखा यार? थोड़ा सही नहीं लग रहा है यार मेरे को दोस्त।
I'm curious 'cause I mean obviously we just heard
इसके
the
बाद
right
अपन
now
खेल
for
लेंगे,
Sage.
इसके बाद मैं जरूर ये करूंगा।
And of course like the thing that we keep talking about, the thing that
ये देखो गाइस, शादीशुदा स्ट्रीमर आ गया है साले।
Ho Chi Minh on the horizon and crazy guy being able to play in front
Wow.
of the crowd.
घेटो रेड
You guys
बेबी।
go into a series
हर्ष भाई पर तुमको डाइट कोक मिल रही है फिर?
like the forefront of your brain, or is that just
अरे
something that
वो
you're like,
वेलनेस
about
में
it,
से
you
स्टॉक
just
लानी
focus on the
पड़ेगी
win,
भाई। मैं
but
इतना
it's
भी
something
वो
that
नहीं है
you
यार
just
क्लच
like-
भाई।
यार खत्म हो गई यार मेरी।
एक्चुअली पूरे
Honestly,
दिन की
honestly,
एक
we
दिन
don't-
बाद
we don't
एक
really
घंटे
think
बाद
about
मुझे
it. I
चचकोक
think
पीनी
if
है।
we
तुम्हारी
really
जैसा
think
नहीं है मेरे
about it,
चोचले।
I
मैं ये जो
अरे
पी रहा हूँ ना, एक हफ्ते में
भाई
एक बार, हफ्ते में
मैं
2
तो
बार ऐसा
गेटोरेड
होता
पी
है।
रहा हूँ अभी।
about it and
हाँ ये देखो, पानी पीते रहता हूँ मैं।
go there.
ये सब
They
भाई
never
क्लच
want
भाई
to
बंद
predict
कर दो
against them.
यार।
They want everyone to doubt them and they don't want to pick
क्या
up the
रखा है
winning
यार
odds.
हर्ष भाई?
But
वो
you
सबसे
guys
तो
are
अच्छा ही है
clearly
कि ये
working
सब
on
कर लो।
things. So,
बात तो एकदम
what
सही
do you
बोले यार,
think is
एकदम
the
हाँ,
सही बोले
है ना?
बात।
you guys still
है
need
ना,
to
मेरी
work
मदर
on
इंडिया मेरे को है ना
to
रील्स भेजती रहती है,
execute
व्हाई
the
डाइट
fun?
कोक इज डेंजरस फॉर योर हेल्थ। मैंने एक बार मम्मी को पूछ लिया, आपको पता है मेरी उम्र के बच्चे बाहर क्या कर रहे हैं?
हाँ क्या पी रहे हैं वही, कम से कम
उससे
मैं
तो
वो
बहुत
नहीं
बढ़िया
करता।
है।
वही
हाँ,
वही
उससे तो बहुत
एग्जैक्टली।
बढ़िया है।
do less of that because
हर्ष भाई बोल रहे थे आपकी एंगेजमेंट है परसों। हर्ष
Yep.
it's
तुमने अनाउंस
That's
कर
right.
दिया?
disadvantage
Yep.
for us when we play
अबे
attack.
यार
30-40 seconds and
भाई यार
Congratulations.
ब्रो मैं बड़ा अनाउंसमेंट करना चाह रहा था ना।
Okay.
now you guys just locked in your
क्या
position
कर
for
रहे हो यार
playoffs.
हर्ष भाई? ऐसे कौन
Once they're
लीक
with
करता
you,
है?
Wilson's of course also there with you, so there's one more slot up for
ऐसे
grabs.
कौन लीक करता है?
Who do you think is going to be able to take it? DFM, Zeta Division?
क्लच भाई पानी भी पीते हो क्या आप? हाँ पीता हूँ ना दोस्त।
I think
देख इसके अंदर पानी है।
personally I think DFM take it the last one.
वाटर आल्सो गुड।
All right. Cool, Pritz. Well, congratulations on today. You got one more to go to get into the playoffs. So
Gatorade also
good job, guys.
good.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. and congrats.
Wait, big game for G भाई साहब।
And
ओए आज जी जीत
Jason
तो क्वालीफाई है ना?
always steps up when you need him.
हर्ष भाई बोले his height is 5'9", is it
Mr.
true?
Consistent for the team, to say the least. So
5'9"?
wasn't sure if he was
अबे 5'9" का तो
that out. Incredible. It's like, yep, okay, why not?
राइस क्रैकर्स खत्म हो गए। अरे शिट मेरे भी खत्म हो गए यार। Rice crackers खत्म हो गए मेरे भाई।
A match MVP worthy performance. I feel like he's always putting up these kind of performances, man. Like, he's absolutely unbelievable. It seems to not matter where you put him. He is
यार
the
Klurge में और
shining
हाइड्रो
light
की
for the
शादी।
RRQ team.
अबे?
He's looking to take them all the way to Ho Chi Minh, past Ho Chi Minh.
आपकी शादी में हर्ष भाई चन्ना मेरे यहाँ पे नाचेंगे। भाई यार आज बड़ा मैच है भाई, आज बड़ा मैच है माँ कसम। हर्ष भाई कल आपने क्या बोली थी? आपकी स्क्रिप्ट क्या है?
They weren't able to
एक मैच
मैंने
वन
बोला
साइड,
था-
एक मैच वन साइड और थर्ड एब्सोल्यूट सिनेमा।
हाँ 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 हाँ।
We want to see the
Yeah.
growth. You know,
ओए
from
कल एब्सोल्यूट सिनेमा तो उनके साथ हो गया।
doing something with it. So if they do make that run, I think
किसके साथ?
Fnatic के साथ।
so many more eyes and a lot of
फनाटिक हाँ जीती ना फनाटिक।
हाँ वही
And,
एक
one
हारने
thing
के बाद
overall for
दो
this
मचा दी
match,
ना।
you know,
हाँ
being
भाई वो
pretty
अच्छा खेल रहा था यार वो पाशा।
competitive, while that last
ओए
map went
ये
up
कौन है
against
बे डेस्मो?
full sense,
वो उनका असिस्टेंट कोच है अपना विकाज ये था
बीमार
बीमार
है?
था।
Oh, अस अस अस।
अरे
अरे हर्ष भाई कल और मैच देखे क्या आपने फिर?
कौन सी दूसरी फुट वाली मैच नहीं देखी बनता है?
नहीं क्रिकेट वाली देखी क्या?
क्रिकेट क्या होता है?
Having thrown it together sort of last minute here, but you know, no more excuses at this point, right? They came really
बहुत
close
एक
at
अच्छी
the
मैच हुई है ब्रो
all-time
कल
records,
मतलब
all-time
मैंने
अच्छा।
मैंने सुना था कि एक टीम है मुंबई इंडियंस उनका कमबैक हो गया है
Like jumping.
एक मैच
They're-
जीते और ऐसा लग रहा था
sometimes
कि
they might
वाह
slip
क्या
up, but generally
कमबैक
they're pretty consistent in being way up there.
नाइस
I think they're
कमबैक
well
ब्रो
known as the Kings of Pacific for a reason. We always see them topping the region, really up there. in
Hi, Pranav. Bye,
every
what's up?
single metric, and we know the damage they can do at these
छोड़ो
international
कल
events.
की
So far in
बातें,
stage one, it's been a little bit
कल
hit,
की
a little bit
बात
missed. They dropped that
पुरानी।
game to GG, something
तो
no
5
one
ट्रॉफी भी
really
पुरानी हो गई यार
expected
हर्ष भाई
them
इस
to
हिसाब से
do.
तो
Coming
भाई
into
मैं
it,
कभी वो
and
आर्ग्यूमेंट में वो चीज लाता ही नहीं
let's
भाई।
set up that game
नहीं।
to
I never do that. That's the
Never
most
against
dumbest
no one.
argument of all time.
हर्ष भाई मैं कह रहा हूँ
Win today because
मैं कह रहा हूँ चलो छोड़ो
that's got to sting.
अब तो बचा ही नहीं है उस टीम में कुछ मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ हर्ष भाई इस बार रियान भाई को सपोर्ट करो रियान भाई रियान भाई मचा रहे
क्लर्ज भाई यार सुनो ना क्लर्ज
क्लच
भाई
बोलो
यार ये स्पाइडरमैन वाले किंडर जॉय कहाँ मिल रहे हैं?
मिल तो रहे हैं भाई ब्लिंकिट में मंगाओ ना
नहीं मिल रहे ब्लिंकिट पे वो स्कैम कर रहे हैं। मैंने मंगाया था तो मेरे को दूसरा वाला दे दिया उन्होंने।
भाई मैं दिखाऊं मेरे को क्या मिला मेरे को स्पाइडर वेब मिला शूटर शूटर
ब्रो नो वे भाई भाई प्लीज मुझे कोई दे दो यार।
Yeah, I mean, last
यार
week
इसने
against
पूरा पैकेट
KRX,
खरीद लिया।
there was a huge drama that became no drama. G kind of like limped away from that one very unceremoniously.
The earth healed a little.
Yeah, but yes, we did see peace, you know, peaceful resolutions happen on the stage last week. But right now, G needs to lock back in. They
Yeah, G needs to lock in. Yep, easy game, baby. मुझे भी वेब शूटर मिला था ये यही ना
I mean, for sure, it was a disappointing game. I mean, they won all of the pistols, and it wasn't particularly close. It screams to me of that.
Check करो WhatsApp. रियान पॉइंटिंग हाँ
On the other side that have done damage at those
अभी
international.
भरोसा मत करना पावर गैंग वर्सेस पेपर एक्स हो तभी भी वो
वो
पेपर एक्स को सपोर्ट करेंगे यप I know. हर्ष भाई अंदर से पेपर एक्स सपोर्टर है हर्ष भाई के अंदर एक
मेरे को देखो क्या बहुत अच्छी चीजें मिली है आज। मैंने आज ये सुपर मारियो वाला मंगाया था ठीक है।
सुपर
3
मारियो
मंगाए, हाँ 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 3 मंगाए उसमें बहुत अच्छी चीजें मिली मेरे को।
भेजो,
we have
भेजो।
to talk about this. Alex
भेजो।
versus process
Ah.
coaches. Alex is
2-1-2-1-2-0-2-0-2-0-2-0-2-1 वाओ ब्रो
really highlighting it.
एलेक्स भाई को तो मॉक कर दिया इसने
Yeah, sorry.
आज के बच्चे बड़े बनते जा रहे हैं और बड़े बच्चे बनते जा रहे हैं वही
You know how the rest of the meme goes. So it's been
कैम में दिखाओ ना कैम में
कैमरा देखो मेरा दिख रहा है।
But like I said, this
रुको एक
I
सेकेंड
feel like is the best
हर्ष भाई का
opportunity
कैमरा
to
देखते आओ
take down Paper X, just given the form that we've seen. But if nothing
दिख रहा है
else,
क्या?
this is also another one of those moments
Yep.
where something might
हाँ
just
दिखाओ
एक तो देखो
elevate
ये
to
मिला
a
है।
different plane of existence,
Yeah.
become a
ये
demigod,
क्या है?
and just absolutely
बड़ा ही
does
laggy सा
what this
कैमरा है
often
बस।
does.
Yeah, I mean, he really just seemed to
ये
activate
क्या है बे
versus Frost. I don't know
ओह
what
नाइस
it is about that matchup.
टुनुन टुनुन
It
टुनुन
lights him
टुनुन
up. But yeah, I mean, Frost is looking to rewrite that day of the day. As we take a look at the playoff scenarios, we're overhearing
दिख रहा है?
हाँ, हाँ, मिला, मिला।
ये गाड़ी पे क्या से कहते हैं बैक पे लगा सकते हैं ठीक है।
Nice.
और अब ये देखो अल्टीमेट
You know, they need to get the wins and they need things to go in
Yeah.
their favor. It's complex here, it's scrappy here, but both teams
Bro,
still charging
उड़ता हुआ
for the
मशरूम।
which is the most important.
मशरूम मेरे को लगा मशरूम नहीं है वॉशरूम है।
तुमको वही दिखता है ना बस खा लो उसको
और ये
Yep,
एक
no,
मिला
they really
है।
do. And I don't know how.
ये भी लगा सकते
अबे तो
हैं।
इतने किंडर जो है रखा रहे हो खा कर रहे हो मतलब
नहीं मैं खाता नहीं मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगता मैं ऐसे ही रखूंगा
हाँ
बच्चे
भाई
लोग खा
बड़ा
लेंगे।
बड़ा खराब लगता है किंडर
हाँ मेरे को नहीं पसंद भाई बच्चे लोग खा लेते भाई पता नहीं कैसे।
As long as, you know, even if GE gets this win,
क्या बात है
we'll have a couple
फिर आज भाई
opportunities
इसको लगा के
to
स्कूल पे
really
जाओगे
celebrate
फ्लेक्स करोगे
to
सबके सामने
get the win there.
Yes.
But
Wee.
this group has just been an absolute
क्या
mess
बात
when
है?
it comes down to trying to figure out
स्कूबा
That's what's so exciting. Although now at least Omega's a
Win
lot
advance to
more
playoff.
exciting now
Win
too. So
advance to
both
playoff.
are now officially
Loss.
very exciting
Advance if
for
KRX
the
win
remaining
plus
matches
TS
to
2-1
have
win
to
or
move on
TS
to
loss.
playoffs, and it really is anyone's game, and I think this is
Oye,
huge for
what?
Global
अगर
Esports
आज
because
जी
if they
हारती
don't
है
win today, they
तो
still have to face Nongshim next week, and
KRX को
Nongshim
जीतना
has
पड़ेगा और
been
TS को
looking
हारना
a lot
पड़ेगा।
better, over
ऐसा?
क्या बोले क्या बोले?
And of course, we're gonna
ऐसा
start
वहाँ
with
पे लिखा था अभी जो
Crystal and
स्टार्ट बॉक्स में
Alex is
जो भी
skirmishing
था
क्या लिखा था?
one more time.
जी अगर आज हारती है तो KRX को जीतना पड़ेगा
The glory days.
और TS को या तो 2-1 जीतना पड़ेगा या हारना पड़ेगा।
I'm not going to put a bet on it.
Against Crystal,
तो
there's
TS
no
तो हार ही जाएगी।
I did have a little peek in this room. Oh
There
yeah.
you are.
I don't know if I was distracting, but I was seeing how they were setting up. Alex was
Actually,
taking
I've been
shots.
watching this
He
since
was
day one,
picking
but for the
skins
past
whole
few days, I was
time,
feeling like
while
just
Crystal
chopped at
was
this ready
warming
man.
up.
He's got socks out. He's got the dog.
What do you mean my gameplay is getting chopped? Are you serious, bro? Are you for real? My gameplay is getting chopped? Bro, hell nah, this is not real. MVP, second, MVP, MVP, second, MVP, second, second, MVP, MVP, second. Bro. What?
Using off today, he was like, nah, and he had this look like, I don't need it.
He got one!
There we go.
Okay.
He's activated.
Not gonna lie, I can
Embarrassing.
replace
What an
Jesse
ace.
Wash.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Crystal could have.
TS का डाउनफॉल तब चालू होगा जब 10-10 को छोड़ दिया ये। एक 3D प्रिंटर खरीद लो और उससे खुद के फिगरीन्स बनाओ। 3D प्रिंटर कितने का आता है पता है क्या?
You know,
आज की
if
प्रेडिक्शन मैं दे रहा हूँ 2-0 ग्लोबल
Skirmish against
esports।
Alex, he could have potentially broken the at least like one match.
आज
kind
proper
of mix
reaction
up,
देना सीख कर आए।
possibly, potentially.
That one, I
भाई
think
सुनो
Alex
सुनो
was
मेरी
dog
बात।
walked him in.
मेरी एक बात सुनो।
Or
सुनो रिएक्शन ना थोड़ा ऐसे अच्छे से देना ठीक है मतलब कुछ भी हो तो वो लोग फिर क्या इसमें डालते हैं वॉइस कॉम्स वाले मतलब हाईलाइट वीडियो में।
अच्छा जी वाले?
हाँ हाँ
हाँ क्या तुम्हारा डाला है?
हाँ मेरा तो डाला था भाई मतलब तुम ऐसा भयंकर रिएक्शन देना ठीक है मतलब एकदम ऐसा देना कि मतलब लगे कि हाँ भाई मैंने देखा तो 2 बार मेरे को शर्म आ गई कि मेरा क्यों डाल दिया।
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
आज अच्छे से डालूंगा।
तुम बहुत गंदा डाले थे क्या?
नहीं अबे
reaction?
मतलब 2-3 बार अच्छे से दिया मतलब एकदम
हाँ।
हाइप्ड होके बढ़िया शॉट्स पे
हाँ।
पर एक बार मैं कुछ बोल ही नहीं रहा ऐसे वाह नाइस राउंड लेट्स गो।
अच्छा कौन सी वीडियो में बताओ और टाइम स्टैम्प बताओ।
अबे देखो ना अभी लेटेस्ट जी वर्सेस टीम सीक्रेट का।
टीम सीक्रेट या KRX वाला?
अबे
Team
टीम
Secret
सीक्रेट
वाला, ठीक है,
KRX वाले में तो था ही नहीं मैं।
अच्छा ठीक है बताओ किस में किधर हो तुम?
देखो ना अरे पूरे वीडियो में हूँ।
क्या?
हाँ हाँ
ये तो
multiple
वॉइस
times।
कॉम्स वीडियो है।
नहीं KRX हाईलाइट सॉरी टीम सीक्रेट
Yeah, that's very
हाईलाइट
true.
गेम
And
हाईलाइट।
like you said, both of these teams like Split. They like playing
कल
Split.
इन्हें वॉच पार्टी
Split,
होगी क्या
they're
देखते हैं
pretty
दोस्त।
good at it. But
रात
the
को
last
तो अब
time
मैं
they
शायरी
faced
करूँ
off,
वॉच पार्टी।
the last few times they faced off against each other, the veto was really fascinating from Global Esports, and it seemed to counter against Paper X really well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
Jun kept ulting into it. Right?
Yes.
I'd like to hope that he's learnt a little bit from back then, and he can, you know.
Out into the open, Kelly adds
यार ये
one
quality
final
ऐसी
one
क्यों है?
taken down. There's the dig, Unit on bottom. Able to find Rimuru at the close, but no cigar. Game
That's
8-0
our
in one
team.
moment.
30 seconds
Feel
left.
holding him at bay as there's the push forward. It's able to find the transfer. No, cannot finish.
10 seconds
The
क्या
flash
बात है
shows
बढ़िया
up in
बढ़िया
Dizzy Bash,
अरे मार
striking for the Rocket.
बहुत बढ़िया।
A direct
भाई,
hit.
ये तो
He's
clutch
trying
था
to
ना।
maintain control of the site. Circus is able to displace him. Kelly.
अबे ये क्वालिटी इतनी बेकार क्यों है भाई? हेलो जी एडिटर एक्सक्यूज मी।
Yes, now.
भाई उन्होंने
What the
वैसी
hell
क्वालिटी
is
में
this
रिकॉर्ड
quality,
किया
my
भाई।
G?
नाइस
All around the pit. Fall and Crystal.
उन्होंने वैसी क्वालिटी में रिकॉर्ड किया
ऐसी
भाई।
ऐसी क्यों क्वालिटी थी बनता है?
क्या पता भाई वो लोग इंस्टेंट डाले ना क्योंकि इंस्टेंट
A middling
Oh,
performance. let's say, on
instant
the
था।
first
मतलब अभी
outing,
मैच हुआ, अभी
and
highlight
then
आ गई।
very quickly
ओह
switched to the
अच्छा
other.
तो
So I
मतलब
think
टीम जीतने
avoiding
के
that
बाद
and just
हाईलाइट
sticking
आती है
to-
क्या
to
सिर्फ?
भाई सुनो 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 उन्होंने वो वीडियो में क्या डाला पता है
हाँ।
मैं ऐसे बोल रहा था मतलब मैं ऐसे बोला टीम सीक्रेट का प्लान भी सीक्रेट है इसलिए उनको
हाँ
खेलते
देखा
नहीं
मैं देखा।
वाह, कस-
अबे प्रेडिक्शंस देखो।
You know, Jack.
हाँ?
We predicted Paper
Oh
X
my
this time.
God.
Shall
Bro.
we discuss this prediction? I mean, this was. It could go either way.
Yeah, exactly. I think both these games today. I was
ये-
pretty torn. I'm
ये
surprised
game
that
अगर
all landed
जी-
up going in the
जीती
same
ना।
direction. For me, it was just the fact of that
तो
game
क्लच भाई
last week
चड्डी
with
निकाल के
Global
नाचेंगे।
Esports, right? They
और
looked
तुम?
experienced against big names.
मैं
on the
देखूंगा।
other
टी-शर्ट
side.
निकाल के
So
नाचे
that's kind of
हाँ?
playing into it for me. But that's exactly the story of RRQ, where they were winning, they had a tough game, we all go against them, and then they rebound. So
अच्छा, हमारे तो
the
ऐसे,
same is possible.
Let's go!
Yeah, the thing that I can take away from Global Esports last week was that
Huआ
they
paper X हो
certainly
सकता है,
looked
पहले
off
भी
kilter.
हुआ
They
था,
can't
हो
afford to
सकता
have
है।
that happen again, but
तो क्लच
the
भाई
problems
जो
that they were
हाइलाइट्स
having were
है
very
जी
fixable.
के
They
चैनल
just
पे
need
वो
to
सिर्फ
play
टीम
back, play a
जीतने
little
के
bit more
बाद
patience
आएगी या
because, like we were
अगर
talking
हार
about
गए
earlier,
गलती से
they're
जो
getting
भी
so far ahead of their utility. They weren't allowing for people to fall into the
क्यों
traps
मेरे
that they
को
were trying
क्यों
to set. They were
पूछ
just
रहे
getting out in front of it and then just getting mauled. So if they're
Excuse
able
me,
to
if G editor watching us, please let us know. Hello Nephilius, bye if you're there.
अरे वो तो थंबनेल
Well, if
बनाता
Frost
है,
can finally
वीडियो
break
थोड़ी बना-
their lose streak against Paper
भाई यार,
Rex, I
ये
think
वाला
this is gonna
plushie
be
एक चाहिए
huge
बड़ा
for the
वाला,
team,
जो
for their
नीचे एक है
mental,
ना।
'cause this is one of those teams you kind of just want to beat before you go on to win big things and big
वो दीदी ने
trophies.
chamber
With
cost
that,
में किया है।
we are going to send it to the
अबे।
stage. We're going to welcome
ओए
Global
हाँ
Esports
बे, बड़ा वाला कितना
Paper
बढ़िया
Rex
दिख रहा है।
once more.
हाँ, नीचे वाला।
Bro. अच्छे टाइम पे आए हो क्लिस में। मैं सौरभ जोशी के ब्लॉग ऑलरेडी देख चुका हूँ। क्या बात है। होप 2 and G प्लीज। यस सर, आई गेस वी आर अप फॉर एब्सोल्यूट सिनेमा गेम जिसमें जी जीतेगी 2-0 2-0। चबी निंजा ऑन टॉप। ये नंबर 1 स्क्रिप्टेड लग रहा है। अच्छा साला स्क्रिप्टेड। 6-7। हर्ष भाई, पर तुम अंदर से पेपर एक से सपोर्ट करते हो ना?
क्या अंदर से पेपर एक्स? अरे मेरे भाई, कोई भी आ जाए जी के सामने, कोई भी समझे ना, जी फाइटिंग ऑलवेज।
फाइटिंग जी फाइटिंग। Yeah, we are baby, we so back watching games। भाई ऐसा लग रहा है पेपर एक्स को एक जमाने बाद देख रहा हूँ भाई खेलते हुए।
Paper Rex versus Global Esports. This is always a fun head-to-head. I'm glad we are
Bro,
here
Alex
to see it
पतला हो
happen
गया
once
बे हर्ष
more
भाई।
now. Paper Rex have been winning most of their matches here in Stage 1, but
Body
their
बना
one
लिया बे।
loss against Gen G has put them in a bit of a precarious position when you're in a very competitive group.
अरे,
like
अरे!
Group Alpha. 6-7, 6-7.
Perfect day to do it when you're on the desk of killers. I know how much you
अगर
love
दोनों टीम में सामने
6-7.
एक मैच भी जीत गए तो भी क्वालीफाई नहीं।
I hope this is
आज अगर हार गए,
I hope they dominate them,
KRX
and I
पे
hope that
डिपेंड,
all of the
KRX
Paper
को
Rex
जीतना है
players,
एक मैच,
particularly Forsaken
ना
and
सॉरी एक
Jay,
मैच,
cry at the end.
और सीक्रेट
You're
को
horrible,
जीतना
you
पड़ेगा
big. You can't
2-1
stop
या हारना ही पड़ेगा
something
पूरा।
from
क्वालीफाई
Roland,
हो
you
जाएंगे,
know,
मेरे को नहीं लगता भाई कि
making
दिक्कत
Frost's
होगी।
life really hard there, and he did no such thing. He looks like he's ready and locked in.
Yeah,
Bro,
I mean,
Harsh
this
bhai,
team,
Paper
like,
X hoodie
we
क्या
expect
दिख रही
so
है
much of
बे।
them. All the time we talk about how great this team can be.
पेपर एक्स
We've
हुडी
seen them win
चाहिए यार
internationals.
एक ये
They're in the
बढ़िया।
mood.
They can go all the way, but I want to see consistency. I think a dominant win is what's needed for Paper Rex today to head towards playoffs with full confidence.
But you know what? Paper X love making their lives harder, so maybe they will
नहीं
make
क्या हो
their
रहा है
lives
भाई?
harder. And Global Esports is a
Yeah.
team that can definitely do it.
Yep.
They've shown how capable they are. They've shown how talented each of their players are. And Frost definitely just wants to beat Alex because we all
For
just
sure.
keep making fun of him. And I'm
ओ भाई
pretty sure
फ्रॉस्ट भाई का जर्सी
gonna
नंबर
want
7
it to
है।
end at some point.
I mean, absolutely. We've seen how
Something
close
by
it
एक
can
kill
get
कर-
between these two
यार,
teams.
आज
in
बस
kickoff.
दवाई
This
something
map's
for
going
second
all
ना
the
चले
way
फिर
to
तो जीत गए।
OT.
Thank you,
This-
Global.
This squad has so much potential.
मतलब इनवी को
Not
काउंट भी
6-7
नहीं
in
किया।
today. They're far too locked in and serious.
Respectable, honest little walkout. Oh,
अरे
thumbs
अरे
up.
ओ
Walk
क्या
on
बात
stage
है।
into the intricate fist bumps and handshakes with Frost. This is a team that I can get
लास्ट
behind.
टाइम
हाँ।
जब पेपर एक्स
All the
में
way
जी
to
हुआ था,
London, baby.
तभी ये हैंडशेक नहीं किए थे
Look,
Frost और
I mean, I'd love for you to be right. I think this
अच्छा।
is a team that really
Yeah.
can do
Last
damage.
time,
I just don't think
Batman
that
ने
our
अकेले
ATS
नहीं मारा था
last
एक
week
मैप पे।
against KRX
हाँ।
was really proof
नहीं,
of
नहीं,
that.
उसके
And
बाद
I
की
still
game
think there is growth left in this
उसके बाद
team.
कौन सा?
It's just
अच्छा।
about how quick
दो
we
बार
can
हुए,
find
दो
it.
बार हुआ
Yeah, I
था
mean,
ना।
it's frankly two
हाँ, correct,
very
correct.
brutal series to have back-to-back into Global Esports.
Yeah.
That
दो
has,
बार मतलब
you know, a lot of
हाँ, ये
exterior
दो बार हुआ था।
implications
नहीं।
on it. The rivalry, the fact that Alex
इसके
has
पहले
always
एक बार
been able
दो
to
बार
best
दो
you
बार
compete
यार,
between
दो बार
Frost
हुआ
and
है
Trevor, to
क्या?
be able to go from one to the
Shit.
other,
तो
and then if you
दूसरा
walk
है।
तभी
away
मैंने
with
फ्रॉस्ट भाई को
a
पूछा
win
था
in
कि तुम
either,
लोगों ने उस दिन
it's gonna be a
हैंडशेक
really rough
क्यों नहीं
feeling,
किया?
especially considering
तो
that you
उन्होंने
still
बोला कि
might,
बैटमैन उस
you know,
दिन
you
सुबह से
still
इतना
get
लॉकड इन था,
might
किसी से
make
बात नहीं कर रहा था,
another
कुछ नहीं कर रहा था, वो हैंडशेक भी नहीं किया वैसा
That would really
इतना लॉक्ड इन
sting,
था वो।
you know, when you know your team
लेकिन
absolutely has
आज
the
वो vibe
potential.
में।
They've already started
Split
off really
Paul
strong here.
Haven,
This is not how
ओए।
you want to go.
भाई
Halfway
Paper X ने
through,
breeze
it
ban कर
slips
दिया,
through
देखो।
your fingers. And I think this map draft, I'm a little sad we're not going to see the fracture, but of course, you know, again, we're not entirely
Nice. अच्छा map
surprised,
pool है, अच्छा map
you know,
pool है।
seeing how both of
Frost
these
and
teams play
Exceed Sports
fracture.
Player, no idea,
But Split
brother.
is going to be the first
Jersey
map, and they,
आने का
I
प्लान कर
really
रहा
like
है नहीं
seeing
नहीं भाई
something
अभी
back
उसके
on
अंदर
that
पहना
jet.
होगा
So,
शायद
Yeah, I mean, me too. I
ठंडी
love
लग
it
रही
when
होगी
teams are okay leaning into that comfort. We know how strong something
भाई
is.
मस्त हंसी मजाक कर रहे हैं लोग all time।
And you guys all know the saying. It's only bangers on
बढ़िया लोग हैं,
Split. So
बढ़िया
I
लोग हैं
expect today to be no different.
आज
Yeah,
PDM
both of these
total
teams have shown their
kills
proficiency on this
PDM
map. So, again, the big
25,
question is really
26.
just what does Global Esports bring?
Yes.
Because they're the
अच्छा,
team that we
total kills
expect to
बोल रहा
make
है।
changes.
तो wait,
If any
total
are going to be
kills,
coming through at all, Paper
40.
I think they're going to be very set in
42,
their ways.
42.
There's no
2-1,
real reason
2-0, 2-0.
to divert away from what you have been running. So, Global, do you have something else up your sleeve to try to counteract this? I don't think they necessarily need to make the pivot. Again, I think the veto, if they bring that out,
Bro,
can do
white mouse
wonders
में किसका है
against
बे?
this composition from Paper X. But I've never really been able to wrap my brain
Paper X में
around
कैसे
what
नहीं था?
Frost does.
yeah.
So, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, he thrives on being different. And, you know, he's all about
हाँ,
throwing
आज
off the
NV का game है,
preparation
chat,
on the
रात
other side. And
आज
Paper
रात को
X,
अमेरिका से
a
ना,
team that
पाशा?
knows how to prep well.
Here we go.
Taking a look.
okay.
No change on the side of Paper X Global Esports, though. We are going to be seeing that Vice.
Yeah.
A very rare one for Split. Not many teams
Vice खेल
bring out
रहे हैं।
Vice on this map.
अबे कल
Typically,
तुम्हारी
I mean,
स्ट्रीम देख ली लगता
again,
है
you know, they'd be playing the veto. But otherwise, you know, Cypher is kind of still one of your big ones that comes up here.
ये लोग
this is
veto खेल
a
रहे थे ना इसके
different
पहले?
flavor from Global Esports.
I guess
Yeah, I mean, we see a lot of talk
जी,
about
Indian
Vice
team
about
कैसे
how
इसमें कोई
strong it
Indian
is,
नहीं है?
or how strong it could potentially
white screen
be,
दिखा रही है,
I should
मालिक-
say, in
मालिक-
this meta, because it's all about stopping
मालिक
Neon.
Indian है
It's
ना,
one of
इसीलिए।
the better answers that we have out there. And in regard to the rest of the
Established
Sentinels,
वो
he
India
sits
में
quite
हुई ना,
strong, but
इसीलिए India।
no Neon on the side of Paper X. So I don't think they're going to be super effective by this.
आज फिर
Yeah,
डिमोन
this
कैरी
is very
करेगा टीम
curious.
को
Like you said,
Highlight
never know
देखा
what
भाई मैंने वो
Frost
game
is
की।
thinking, but if it works,
हाँ,
then
कसम।
he can tell us all about it. We're gonna send
Extra
it
भी
over
अच्छा खेला,
casters.
हाँ?
Maybe they have a better
Extra अच्छा
idea.
खेला।
Quack and Pilsky. What
ब्रो
do you
हर्ष
make
भाई
of
अब तो
this?
केंजेरा बैन हो गया एक्स्ट्रा का स्पॉट पक्का है मतलब
I
टीम में
think
अब
we do have a little bit of a better idea. In
उसको
fact,
निकालने
but
वाले
I
थे
also
क्या
do
extra
just
को?
want
वो
to toss
सीधा
out
जमा
the
होता
fact
है
that this
केंजेरा का
matchup,
18
Oh,
होते ही
बराबर।
whoever wins actually locks in playoffs does matter quite
ब्रो
a
क्या
bit.
क्या
A bit
हरकत
more
किया ना
weight
पर
for
उसने
Global
भाई
Esports perhaps as well, because
क्यों
their
ही
next
किया?
opponents,
क्या
you know,
बोला
got
लेकिन वो?
Nongshim on the cards.
वो N-word
Things
बोला
can get tossed up in
Yeah.
this group
Spam
once
किया।
again, and you know, albeit it's a slight chance, I do
तो
feel
direct
as
एक
though
साल
there's
का
more
ban?
weight.
Hardware
and
ban
G
पड़ा ना उसको
definitely
कुछ
wants to
का।
lock it in.
हाँ,
Now
भाई।
for the
तो
comp,
उसको ऑर्ग से निकाल
this is
दिया
something that we see a little bit from the Americas region, actually. It's NRG and Crew that play this comp as well.
Yeah, so you know
Emirates
we
का
have
owner भी
seen
इंडिया
that a little
सिंगापुर
bit
में
over
रहता है
there. Maybe
पर उसके
some
पास सिंगापुर
influence
का
for Global
पासपोर्ट है
Esports coming in. They've got
वो Indian
quite an
origin
array
का
of a coaching staff, so they've got
इंडिया
plenty
के
of
ban हुआ।
the boys on the coaching staff team to
Racism।
watch some of the VODs over there and get some of those ideas flowing. I've seen GE be quite
क्या
dynamic with some
डुबाया
of
ना
their
उसने
comps,
अपना
but
करियर
is
खुद
that going
से
to be good
डुबाया
enough to beat an 0-7 matchup scoreline between Frost
खुद
and
से
Alex,
डुबाया।
and the fact that Global Esports as an
बहुत
organization
अच्छा player
has
था।
never beaten Paper X. Doesn't matter how far back you go, they have never beaten them. They were very close.
Alright, we on first game,
Closest
game
match
of Split.
All of them the last two times these
Currently
teams
averaging
played.
62 kills per
14-12,
game
I
match.
believe, in the
Oh
favor
boy,
of
stop.
PRX. A very winnable series for GE, and just in the last series,
भाई
we saw everybody
पेपर एक्स हर बार शायद
predict
3-3
against
मैप के लिए
RRQ.
इसीलिए
Now everyone's predicted against GE, and I'm very concerned.
नहीं
I'm very concerned, Quack.
I know.
तीन
this
8 मैप खेली अभी
definitely
तक पेपर एक्स
could
ने
be the first time that G actually takes a dub, but that all comes down to this map. So let's make like a banana
भाई जी अटैक कर रही है
and
पहले
split GE
दोनों
on
टीम
the
2-1
attack.
जो जीती वो क्वालिफाई
That's the Neon for now over
Something
at
का
A-Rap.
घी
We
फिल है यार
saw it
देखते हैं
last week. Team Secret and Paper Rex
Shot
right
ले
up
दिया
the rim
बे।
are just as ready.
Hi, Udatan. Nice knowing you, buddy.
खुल गई है
GE, in the meantime, though, they're
Wait,
in the
second.
garage like a bunch of mechanics. They're looking to fix up this round the best they can.
Yeah, no one's home.
Creeping out onto the B site for free now. Paper X have spotted them. It's a bit of a weird wall from the defense. Might see that one on Twitter later as Crystal gets the plant down.
Even extending their reach a little bit towards back CT.
We got the arc roads to try to set up order for aggressive play hand in hand with Xavi 8K. There's a snake bite in reply as
तीन लोग
Paper
flank
X
आ
starts
गए
to make some
बे।
moves on the flank.
बड़ी फाइट है
And the
ओह
smoke. Oh my
कसम
god, the shots through
Nice
is
shot,
something.
Crystal.
When
Nice
do
one,
you ever
Crystal.
see that against Frost? That's
ब्रो
when.
1v5 था उसके लिए
Yeah,
मां
3 kills
कसम
for
भाई
G.
ये समथिंग क्या
round's
चिपकाया
well
बे
and truly over. Come on, Divide.
बोला था 1 सेकंड भी नहीं लगा.
Come on. Let's give him the
Full घी
showstopper.
भाई.
Especially given the last
Oh,
game that Jing
something-
had to play
Sorry,
against
Jing
GE
का
on this map.
3 orb में
I
ult भी
believe
है
like
बे.
3 or 4 times his showstopper got eaten by the interceptor just on split, and then it happened on bind a whole bunch as well.
3 weeks से टोटी कर रहा था, आज मारेगा.
Well, something in Jing. That is the dynamic duelist duo that you
Oh,
want to
shot
see
video.
fragging like crazy on this map. Already a
Oh.
bad sign for GE.
Oh, my game just lagged.
Okay. Didn't seem to matter though.
Just another Tuesday.
It's Friday, Quack.
I know. Sometimes get your days mixed up, but not gonna happen for now with Paper Rex.
अच्छा वो लोग पहले वैसे डिफेंस चालू किए.
Tucking
और
into
अच्छा
the back
map
of the
control
side, so
खेला
has
first
the
round.
paranoia to work with if GE pick up the pace into him.
बुरुटा ने
Trailblazer
चोटी
does
भाई
scout out
किया.
the rest of A as
चढ़
well,
गया,
so
चढ़
should
गया.
be a comfortable rotation for Paper Rex. Oh,
क्या बात है?
quick slide with Yudo
वो
time.
गन नहीं है हाँ.
Bit of revenge for the last round as the wall does go down any second here for GE. They need to buy some more
नेड
time.
उसने
Nobody
खोल
wants
के
to
रखा
peek
है
heaven
बे.
for the time being.
वो
They're waiting for
टैप
the
करते हैं और
gas.
यहाँ पे नेड मारेगा वो.
Yeah, especially with the guns that they do have.
साउंड
got
कट
the-
किया.
Vise flash set up already though.
स्विंग नहीं करने का, किसी को भी स्विंग नहीं करने
That's
का.
going to be another obstacle for Paper Rex.
Oh, दवाई को timing मिल गई.
Off towards heaven, but Divide in position. Out with the flying dodge!
वो
And that's
कसम.
3 players all hammered down.
ओए.
Batman does good to try to keep things competitive, taking a couple more guns away from Paper Rex, but despite
हमारा
losing
Jing
Forsaken
बे.
in the back of the site, Paper Rex still well and truly
ult
in the
भी आ
driver's
गया.
seat because Jing is still on the race. Let's be honest. Judge handed over to him. Now he's got the showstopper ready to go into the bonus. And you don't have the veto anymore to be eating the rocket.
दूसरा वाला कैसे चिपकाया बे?
Great satchel movement.
माँ कसम क्या मारा?
Nice DJ. Let's go to
He's not whiffing on the shots as well.
ये भी पर
That's going to be
ऐसा
showstopper round
कोरियन
3.
टीम के सामने नहीं खेलते.
Couple of shotguns in the mix. 3 shotties here for Paper Rex. B main control taken early on here by GE. Not much more movement around the map. They were quite passive outside of A, worried that there might be a set play straight
Oh,
out
फिर से
A
कहीं भी
from
wall
Paper
trigger
Rex.
करने
Something on the
जाएगा.
off angle
भाई,
takes a chunk
45
out of
दे दिया
Crystal,
अभी.
dashes away.
Be damned. A
It's
bit
gonna
more
be a
control
judge.
for GE now.
अबे यार.
Both Crystal and
दोनों blow हो गए
Unitard
अब.
battered and bruised. In goes the showstopper looking for Batman. Jing against his former teammate. Oh, that's great
Okay.
movement.
भाई
They're
3 लोग
also
1
low
HP है.
Well, they're still going to look to explode outside of mailroom, but Paper Rex are very much prepared. So
Nice,
it's going to be Javi with a slight trade back, smokes off
Aur
towards
him-
screens,
aur
but up the
so-
stairs. But then you got
Javi अकेला है.
Forsaken outside, still on the site, with shotgun in hand, upgraded to a
Oh,
rifle.
bonus
Another
round भी
player
दे दिए
getting
बे.
taken down, and now this is bonus for Paper Rex.
This is looking like it's
Nice
about
shot.
to be a stomp. Patman, though,
जिसे को
at least
good
taking
mouse control
one
हाँ
down
पे
with
चल
him.
रहा है
Jing
यार.
on the off angle. Not going to be so easy to flatten. As he said, 3-0 for Paper Rex. Bonus
ये
picked
मी और
up.
अमेरिका की वॉच पार्टी क्यों नहीं कर रहा है दोस्त?
The Outlaw finding value. Forsaken waiting in
मैं
the
जमा
wings
हो
with a
जाता हूँ,
judge.
पता है.
And a showstopper to go looking for the lurk outside
सारा
of A.
रीजन देखते देखते और
There's so
रात
many
को
things that
टाइम
went
पे नहीं सोता हूँ
so well in that round for Paper Rex.
तो आई गेस लॉन्ग टर्म में मेरे को सही नहीं रहेगा वो. इसलिए मैं सिर्फ और सिर्फ जब अमेरिकाज और EMEA के प्लेऑफ्स के लास्ट स्टेज चालू हो जाएंगे ना
Yeah, I mean,
तब
they're
देखना चालू
kind of
करूंगा.
talking about it on the desk.
लोअर
but
फाइनल,
even
अपर
just from the
फाइनल,
walkout, you could tell they
ग्रैंड
were in a
फाइनल,
mood today.
ये तीनों चीज ही देखूंगा बस
That's
दोनों
dangerous.
रीजन के.
Paper Rex having fun is one of the
या
most
फिर कोई बड़े
dangerous
गेम्स हो.
things
पैसिफिक
as an
देखूंगा.
opponent of theirs.
पैसिफिक क्योंकि सही टाइम पे होता है.
It's just freaky how this team can
अभी भी मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है.
make calls on a switch. Smoked off.
अभी
his
तो
middle.
बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है भाई क्योंकि इन लोग ने बोनस राउंड भी निकाल लिया है.
Straight up into vents. Paranoia to try to set him up.
और
He's
कसम यार उडोटान को
donated
खेलने दो
himself
भी
to
क्या?
Defy in heaven. Decent trade from Crystal. Meanwhile, on the A side of the map, though, the Trailblazer is met with a
2
Sheriff.
सेकंड के अंदर वो ये कैसे हो जाता है?
And now met with flashes. Undeterred, however, Paper Rex just continues
चैट
to press W.
ऑटम पहले
Forsaken
वीटो
is
खेल रहा था ना ये
TP
मैप
past
पे.
the wall on the other side of the map. That's a bit of a whip for something. Surprised he got
अबे
away with
यार.
that.
Quickly relay forward with Envy to cover.
Spike down
Well,
mid.
spike
Crystal
down.
मारा
The
Crystal
Autumn
को.
with a rifle now picked up.
See if the lone Australian in Pacific can put together a 1-on-3 here. He's got a little bit of space, still
Oh,
has
yeah,
that
boyfriend streamer
wall
nahi. I'm not.
for the flank. I'm not sure if he picked up the arc rose. I don't think he did. It's still on the A side of the
1v3
map,
for
but
Autumn.
something on the line here.
Ek
Low
shot
armor. Not much to be done there for Autumn. Caught on the cross. 4-0 for Paper X.
I mean, give them
Wow,
their
bro.
best efforts to
Something
try and
ye
extend
crosser
their
pe khel
reach
raha
out towards middle, but it's just being held something off
Wait,
the
ये
other
ultra
end.
low कहाँ हो रहा है बे? बार-बार वो low जा रहा है.
Surprised they were even ready, honestly,
Bro.
for this flank through from Forsaken. He had the vice wall on the B side of the map and he TP's past it, but it seemed like GE was somewhat aware of that. Early timeout here for GE. It's not a great start here to split. They picked this map being well aware that they pushed Paper X close on it in the past. They've just seen Paper X need
Something की
a game of
operator
all
भी
time
निकल
for
गई
him to
बे.
even beat Team Secret, and they're
वाह,
thinking, they're
कसम.
looking at that, they're thinking,
Last
okay,
time
surely we're
split
picking
close
Split.
था.
This is one of our better maps, guys.
हैं?
But, I mean, this is just the perfect example of the difference that
Wow,
can be made
nice
game to
gecko.
game for Paper X in terms of form. Sometimes they can really struggle, and then sometimes they're throwing up the 6-7 and just winning bonuses like it's easy as you like.
That's talent. But that really begs the question, you know, what was the intention with this composition? I think what we see a little bit
6-6
more
half
in
या
NA
7-5 half
is
भी
just the
अच्छा
fact that
रहेगा.
the Vise
क्योंकि अगला
kind
defense
of
चालू
covers
करना
the
है.
Neon a little bit with how,
आज
you know,
RCB का match है
defense
ना.
perhaps, or
Of
on
course.
the B executor
Jeez, like
able
RCB
to
love
send
ball,
out
but
Thorns
cannot
towards
win.
back site, but
RCB जीत गई trophy.
against
Either way.
Paper specific composition, we're not really seeing too much of it just yet. Something now pulls out the operator as well, and he's looking to play towards A.
Let's have a listen into GE
वाह, वो ये
post
पे
timeout.
op लगाया अभी.
Viper deep smoke, Viper deep smoke.
Yeah, Raptors, Raptors.
He's opening heaven.
He's best.
Oh, I'm going in. Oi! Oh shit, I'm dead. He's going shit.
Jumping shorty for something off to the vents, and Device just ready
Oh,
to
Device
receive.
do mara,
Makes a
be.
trade, but back into it. It's the op swinging out wide. Just Autumn left, and his last position was already noted. He's trying to dig himself out
क्या
of
हो
this
रहा है यार?
hole.
ऐसे कैसे रह जा रहे
He
हैं
can
बे?
find another way out back towards Mail, but he has
कुछ
no
काम नहीं आ
idea
रहा.
that the rotations have already been made.
It's another ridiculous clutch situation that Autumn's been put in. Only 40 HP to work with.
हर्ष भाई तो
Still a
डह जा
guiding
रहे
light and a
हैं बे.
paranoia in the back.
ना
pocket
ना
for
ना ये
Paper
दिन
X.
नहीं है क्लच भाई वो लोग डर के
He's no
खेल
longer
रहे हैं
inside
this
of
is
the
not the
vents.
G bro this is not the
He'll
G
take
we
that as
know
an invitation.
नहीं
to
यार
come
डर
to
के
This
तो
is a
वाइटैलिटी
but
में खेलता है.
given by positioning, unless he somehow gets a heads up
Clutch
duel
भाई
against
अगर इधर
something,
होते ना
then onto
तो
Envy,
इतना मारता ना
this round is still pretty much done.
अबे
Tries to set up with the utility, but that
वाह
gives his
कसम इसका
position
शॉटिंग कहाँ से
away.
कहाँ लग रहा है बे?
5-0. Even
नहीं
post
एक्चुअली वो लोग
timeout.
जो करना चाह रहे
Get
हैं
a
वो हो नहीं
few
रहा
words
बस.
in there for GE's
नहीं क्लच
coaching
भाई
staff,
ये
but a 3K there for
यूडोतान
something.
कैसे विफ
I mean, you
किया
can see
ये
him with the hoodie on. If there's anything that doesn't bother him, it's
ये
Frost.
देखो उसने कैसा मारा ये देखा तुमने?
एंड दवाई ने भी ये दो मारे
3 लोग वेंट घुसे.
ब्रो damn I don't know mate
ये 1 किलोमीटर दूर लग रही है उसकी शॉट ही देखो.
That's yeah. They're just nitpicking at this point. That's what happens when the game gets a little bit too easy.
भाई 7-5 भी होना तो अच्छा है.
Going looking for information.
Last time भी
Doesn't
क्योंकि
spot
वैसे ही था.
anything on the shrouded step, so he's feeling
Start
brave enough
ऐसी
to
हुई.
go for another peek.
जा 4 सेकंड पीक ले. क्या बात है? जा
No punish. Just a quick smoke. Able to get out of dodge. Relay bolt doesn't really connect either. But looking to clear out
भाई इसको
backside.
देखो
It's
साइड में
Yudotan
कैसा
in with the
वियर्ड से
Bucky.
स्मोक करके खेल रहा है 4
You
सेकंड.
already got something.
अरे नाइस डाउन. क्या बात है?
And there go those blades. He
यार,
lets them unleash.
ये साला एक यहाँ पे मारता है वहाँ पे 2 मर जाते हैं अपने.
Raptors, everything all being cleared out. GE trying to play around the side of Pillar, jiggling back and forth, but
अरे
such a
माँ कसम.
nuisance. Something finally getting gunned down. And then
1v1 आ गया
moves
था.
off.
There's so many players flooding into B. That's such a
Gee,
mess of
babe,
a
1v1
round.
आ गया था.
GE keeping things pretty competitive. Push Forsaken back into the back of the site. Nice entry on in for Yudotan, who is usually a heavy hitter on this map when he's piloting the Rays, but now onto another signature Asian of his. The Neon not having as easy of a time. Was the standout against KRX just last
भाई,
series.
फ्री फायर
All
दे रहा
global.
था.
Go, wait. Save up.
This time they saved the op.
ठीक है कोई बात नहीं.
You're gonna need so much more from GE.
यहाँ
6
से वापस आ
rounds
सकते हैं,
already
वापस आ
secured for
सकते हैं.
Paper X. All outs online, and they're looking to go for quick executes into B site. However, Paper X in position, and first contact will be found. It's something with the shorty once again.
keep trying to barrel down the door of the B site and continually pushed away by Forsaken.
Nice Crystal.
As well as something.
44.
But after that initial pick, you're seeing the rest of GE scurrying on in. Jing barely missing them there as the pick goes down.
And Paint Shells can still lock in. Oh no, Crystal opposition. Paper X will take this initiative. Sees it clear as day. Unfortunately. Oh, what a snap! Let's see that in slow-mo again, please.
3 from Dubai as well. Just flushing out the pit with the Phantom and the Shorty.
भाई
Bro, this is just
भाई इसका नहीं चल रहा था एम कुछ टाइम पहले तक
start for something inside of that
ये इस
orb
बेशरम
outside of
आदमी ने
B-main.
आज के मैच के लिए सब कुछ बचा के रखा था
And here's Dubai, nice pick onto Zabi, spraying away. The combo of the satchel and the paint shells. And guess what, Quack? Bad luck, buddy. You don't get to see it again.
कसम क्या मार रहा है बे something why something in bathroom हुडी पहना है उसने बे
4 ults
bathroom
from
क्या होता है
GE.
What? Yeah.
डब्ल्यू
Yeah.
लेवल कर चालू
Yeah. Yeah.
नहीं यार
What do you even say about that?
I don't know.
अपनी थोड़ी एंट्रीज अच्छे से निकल नहीं रही है
Naked into the next round.
ट्रेड करना पड़ जा
and
रहा है
everyone gets hit by paranoia. You're stuck inside of middle.
Progression smoke. Returned by one of Forsaken's own as he spans away, going to TP to safety. Anti-eco, no need to really be pushing the issue too much here, especially when you've got full B main control courtesy of something.
Oh, towards the backup spawn as well. Jay tries to pull out utility. That's where he gets caught. Overdrive rip.
यार पर ये 1 HP हो गया यार
to the A site.
पूरा टाइम बेचारा बात पे 1 HP हो जाता है
as
क्या
well.
बात है
It's just down to Envy now as he tries to hold out towards Elbow.
Joined up by Forsaken, who TPs
side
on
पे अकेला
towards
है।
screen side.
Never mind,
GE
Forsaken
starting to
भी आ
make
गया।
moves towards spawn. It's a nice hold, and there's a dark cover back up for
1v3 है।
Forsaken.
Good chance to break it apart. Take down the 2 players remaining. And that's
Nice,
all you really
nice!
need to do. Crystal!
Let's go!
What a play with the Phantom.
I guess we're on the
Down
board
something. 1 on 3, rifles picked up now
और कसम
for
इसी बंदे
GE.
का चल रहा है एम
The first chance that they've even had in any of these rounds.
Better late than never.
बस ये सिक्योर कर लो
Just an
जहाँ से 7-5 या 8-4 भी आता है तो डिफेंस अच्छा है
All the positions being held, Crystal still healthy. As soon as you make a move, something looks to try to dash away, or actually, call to save and hold on to the off.
6000
He's
रहते
just
हुए आप
looking for a
सेव
pick.
वो फुर्सिकन
Find
के पास
anything.
पैसे नहीं है ज्यादा बे
Zavi
जाते रहे
hot on
जाते रहे
his heels
जाते रहे
here.
जाते रहे
May get the operator,
oh,
but
कसम
something is
क्या
way
time
too
पे
switched
भाई?
on right now.
आज 14-2 है वो
Walk out of the round where they didn't
अबे
bring much into
14-2 है
it
something.
with a round win and 2 rifles. A thrifty picked up.
वो
The
केडी
first
बचा
of
रहा है
many that they'll
अपनी
need to make this game look even vaguely competitive.
Either way, not too bad.
I mean,
crowd's gonna enjoy
something
that
is
one.
just running away with this. He's 14 and 2
इसका
on the jet.
बेचारा 10 HP हो
Dubai,
गया था बे
after a
140 लग
lackluster
गया था शायद
performance on the Viper in particular last series,
नाइस बे
is
अच्छा
really
मारा
starting to
था।
pick up the pace.
कोई बात नहीं दोस्तों कोई बात नहीं
Let's have a
निकलेगा
little bit
गेम
of a
अपना
listen into Paper X here.
पहला
as they
round
head
है।
into round number 9.
I'm gonna handle B-main guys. Stop it, guys. Hey, we're gonna walk down all the way, right?
मैं यार फर्स्ट राउंड जीत गया क्या बात है इधर ही बैठे रहे अब
1 tower. Let's go, boys. Only 5 one fewer. One never take me now. In front of you. The smoke. Come closer. Come closer. In front of us. Saw me.
GE all playing
Angle
around
था
the
बे
smoke.
हावी
The
पे
Prowler goes through the curtains drop and Paper
कसम।
Rex at the drop of a pin
Forsaken
instantly
का क्या timing पे
execute
smoke
onto
दिया?
more. Something even finding a
इधर वाले
shot
स्विंग
down
आउट ही
ramp
नहीं
as
कर
well.
पाए बे
And getting
वो
the
लोग
flank straight through
बहुत
his
ज्यादा
wall
रेडी
side,
थे
cutting off any angles for GE to potentially pivot back over to that A side. They're making moves into garage here, but all of the rest of the map has been cleared and Forsaken's already spotted them.
I mean, when do you make a call to walk down mid like that? And now just Autumn to try and twiddle his thumbs.
हाँ ना
hope that
एकदम
someone
एकदम
walks into his
खतरनाक टाइमिंग हाँ
crosshairs. Crystal.
जी वाले सोचे ये राउंड अपन मिड ट्राई करते हैं
explore other
और पेपर एक्स वाले
options,
लोग ने
which
एक्सपेक्ट
would've been
किया
a
कि
wise
भाई
call, but
ये राउंड ये लोग
something
मिड
with the
आएंगे
op
अपन
is
भी वॉकअप
always
करते हैं मिड
threat.
I
पूरा
mean,
setup
when
ready
GE were
था
given that space with the sheriffs up in towards Heaven side, that's when they finally found some success.
Brick
So I
by
think
brick,
that
yep.
Paper X, you know, being well aware that nothing else
आ
is
सकता
really
है भाई
working for
8-4
GE.
भी
A
आया
lot
तो
of the
ठीक है
B
पर
hits have just
उससे
kind of
बड़ी
been
लीड अगर
dealt
हुई
with by either
पेपर
full
एक्स के पास
shutdowns
तो
or
फिर
fast
ये
floods
मैप
from
तो
Paper
खत्म है
X. So a mid walk up against a GE who just won a round from all of the space they were given in mid is really a fantastic call into round number 9.
That's just going to be the full save now by this point. Another round quickly gone by with PaperX suddenly just
और इनको NS से हारना था हाँ भाई वही
Getting a little concerned for GE, quite honestly. It's a team that, similar to Full Sense, had such a hot start into their group.
something भी मार रहा है जिंग भी मार रहा है
And they run into a KRX that gives them some problems.
वो
And
एक
now
15-2
they're
है
starting to
दानव
question themselves a little bit. This is a matchup that has been
मर ही
very
नहीं
close
रहा
with PaperX on this particular map before. Something's not
आज के
clicking
दिन भी
today.
खराब खेलना था
PaperX are
something
just
को
in
यार
one of those moves where they're looking to fight. And GE
आज के दिन
not quite able to do
डिसाइड
that
करता है
today.
कि हाँ मेरे को आज जागना है एकदम डेंजर खेलूंगा मैं आज
built different in flow state as well. After the next round, it's back towards ramp control. Yudotan trying to do his best with the movement, but Jing just tries to do it on a
उसके शॉट लग गई 1 किलोमीटर दूर से
with the shorties now pulled out. Divide into position with Viper's pit, and that's kill confirmed. A slight trade from Javi, a slight moment of reprieve.
कुछ काम ही नहीं कर रहा है बेजी के लिए
Off angle from Forsaken here.
बुरा लगा यार
Crystal next up to bat, not even ready for the Omen on that line, and it's just Harvey able to at least find something. Now Forsaken under pressure, he's got it pinned into the corner, but that's not good enough. 9-1 for
ये
PaperX.
टीम जेंजी के सामने हारा है ब्रो
It's another
ऐसा
early
हो
round exchange
सकता
that
है
doesn't go particularly
जो
well for them
हर्ष भाई
outside
ने
of
बोला
A.
कि एक मैप पेपर एक्स वन
Yudotan
साइड
sending it up with the horn. He knows
एक मैप
exactly
जी
where
वन
Jing is.
साइड और
He's been
थर्ड
scanned
एक्शन ये
by
देखो
the
कहां
fade
से
utility.
कैसे लग रही है
But
उसकी
with
शॉट
the
बे
Viper that far away, as well as the fade pretty far back, you're
1
banking
किलोमीटर
on the
दूर
Neon to come up with the goods there. And if your Neon goes down,
ठीक है रिस्क खेल
the
रहा है
ability to trade is just not going to be there.
आज घी खत्म समझू
I hear the frustration in
हो
your
सकता है
voice,
मेरे को
but
तो लगता है
it's how do you salvage this
Why do
map
you
by this point?
add after 3-4 games
I mean, this is just one of those games where you
थक
might
जाते
just
हो
get
यार
stomped and something's having an all-time great game.
वापस ये तो
Device doing stuff like this
वाह कसम
Okay,
डरता ही नहीं है
because
दवाई
he just
भाई
feels like he can.
Perhaps we will be punished for it. The gap obviously wide, but G will take what they can get.
Out exactly. Something now.
नाइस
Punished
शॉट
by Autumn.
ऑटम
Some of these aggressive maneuvers finally getting cracked down on by GE. The best they can hope for is 3 in this half.
9-3 भी काम करेगा 9-3 भी काम
Every
करेगा
round you get over the top of a PRX that is this hot does give you a tiny little bit more belief.
क्राउड स्विंग लिया उसने
Yudotan pushed away again. Oh, thank God he picked up the spike there.
3v5
Had to use the fast lane to do it.
इनवी पे अल्ट है भाई मेरे को अभी रियलाइज हुआ कि इनवी भी खेल रहा है पेपर एक्स से अभी तक 4 ही दिख रहे थे बस
It's not even PaperX. Like when you're up so heavily, a lot of teams do tend to lose rounds like this.
बैटमैन पे अराउंड भाई
But just because it is
वाह
Seekers now
क्या बात है क्या बात है बैटमैन
hold. Flawless being scooped up.
ये हुई ना बात
Throws the Seekers at that one. I guess it's worth a crack.
Yeah.
I mean, if this was
आ
like,
सकता है भाई
you
अगर
know,
9-3 भी आया तो
a 5-4
9-3 भी आया तो
scoreline and you
चांस
saw
है
any other team do that, you'd be like, these guys are idiots, man.
वो
Like,
अल्ट तोड़ रहा था
your Viper's walking solo down mid, your Jet gets picked on B, and then you get a Seekers in the 3-on-5. But
भाई ये लोग जेंजी से आ रहे हैं ना
too,
भाई
so, you know,
Put an asterisk on it. Let's go.
everyone just goes, yeah, okay.
वो
They're
एक
allowed
बंदा
to do
4
that.
किट भी
Back to more normalcy now. It's Brad being held. In feet,
बेचारा
just
मेरा
to hold on the
उठान बेचारा
crossing.
उड़ ही नहीं पा रहा भाई
With the fade as the unit, like there's no way to help him do that. Now something's identifying as an attack helicopter.
identifies it
Oh god, and it's Devi identifying as a turret now. Javi comes back in with slight reply, but also getting caught by the boom bot.
भाई डेंजर
DP's
कास्टर
away,
नहीं है अपने
2v3.
थोड़े
Something just comes back in. C130 rolling down the strip. You're kidding! You're kidding!
कसम
10-2.
क्या खेल रहा है बे समथिंग
6-7 at this point. Everyone should be saying it.
Get out. We're done.
If this is how good you play after that,
को 10 HP से गेम स्टार्ट
that's
करो
quite the
हाँ ना
blessing.
भाई शटडाउन हो जा रहा
but
है
I mean, how many rounds has Yudotan just like, you know, 5 steps ahead of the rest of the team and just dying for free? It's rough.
Like,
Especially with this kind of comp, like, you know, with the Sky comp,
Why?
you can throw a guiding
Yudotan
light that
बेचारा
can keep
चालू ही नहीं हो
up
पा रहा
pace,
बे
right?
yeah.
Or if you throw up a fast lane, maybe you have a little bit of coverage. But yeah, I don't know.
बैटमैन 3 के अच्छे
I
रिएक्शन
feel like the kid who like studied up a different chapter for the test, but then when you actually
गेम
do the
comeback
test,
कर दो,
it's
माँ
a
कसम,
whole other
कपड़े,
chapter that
बनियान,
shows up.
चड्डी
Maybe
सब
that's
खोल के
what,
नाचूंगा।
G's
ये गेम
in
कमबैक
right
हो
now
जाए
as well. They specifically elected for Team A. They picked this map, but this is what we're seeing.
PaperX gave them the skirmish today.
Oh my god.
And then just said, it doesn't matter, bro.
That's big
It was just
from
that kind of
Alex.
game from PaperX. You have the
तू आया और
veto.
जी को बनाते लगे
You have
अच्छा
whatever
लास्ट
maps you
गेम तो मैंने
want.
नहीं देखा
Was that a PaperX tarot card? Sorry. I feel like Vic's gonna get
They had a
excited
tarot
about that
card, then the fortune teller would say chaos.
Organized.
Going to be in a very chaotic and
ये कर दिया कम से
exciting
कम।
time of your life.
मजाक भी नहीं कर रहा मजाक भी
With
नहीं
a
कर रहा
10-2.
At the expense of others.
At the expense of others, yeah. Let's see what the second half could potentially look like as G swap over.
That's just
onto
on
the
this map, by
defense.
the way. That's just in the first
Every
half.
player on PaperX has surpassed 2,000 total kills in Vct
Every
Pacific.
round. It's
Wow,
just
bro.
1,000 kills. PaperX onto the attack now.
Something तो
Intentions
यही map पे
may
2,000
clear
kill
towards
मारने
middle.
वाला है।
GE in position for it as well.
I mean, this is a great setup to deal with a mid-shove. There's the progression smoke. Guiding light goes forward. Orb should go up in response.
Oh, not yet.
4 लोग mid पे
We're
हैं
just kind of holding around it. Slight checks onto the coast. No way! Forsaken jumping across like that.
Nice
That is
stun.
outrageous. They actually make their way into the back of
कोई
Vent.
मतलब ही नहीं हुआ
Divine
इतने
finding
प्यारे
some
stun
inside
का
of the cloud as well. Spike now on the ground, but PaperX does not even care. This is deathmatch to them. Pat, your old team, and they're running circles around you.
देखो
It's a full mid-trap into a mid-walk. It's a dry mid-walk into a mid-trap.
मैप खत्म
That's not supposed to happen.
How? What? I don't even understand what you just said.
What do you mean? They walked into 4 players! Dry!
Yeah, but they somehow
Yeah, but they shot him.
turned
ये
it into
सबके
their
सब
own.
1280 960 क्यों
Yeah,
खेल
they
रहे
were the
PaperX में बे
Nice boys. Good pass, boys.
No!
It just...
क्या बोला उसने?
I'm sorry, Quack, but it just genuinely doesn't matter what GE does this game.
Okay. Just trying to keep yourselves alive now, Javi. Up around the pillar. Just kind of swinging back and forth like the pendulum that he
map तो खत्म
unfortunately
है
is. Gets knocked down.
It's fragging time.
पहले बारसा फिर MI
Nice
आज
open play at
RCB
BNV. This is a Sheriff force for
What do you
GE.
mean?
Has not started great. Trailblazer goes forward in spawn,
आज
spotting
तो
out
easy
that that's
game
where
है।
the majority of the push will come through for GE. Nice pick back in from Uniton though.
कोई बात नहीं दोस्तों नेक्स्ट मैप के लिए गरम हो जाओ
Have
प्लीज
A Predator missile.
ये मैप तो गया
Relay bolt initially. No, it's just quickly shut down. Slight shots from Patman. Autumn
Ooh,
out
अचानक से
inside
1v2
from
हो गया।
heaven. Divide of 5 HP. GE just might have a slight glimmer of hope. A cursory glance from Divide
क्या
and then
बात
the
है?
wide swing. Autumn and Crystal had him dead to
अगर यहाँ
rights.
से कमबैक करवा दिए ना
Set up for
भगवान
GE.
मजा आ जाएगा
A
एकदम
lot more legwork to be doing. Couple of weapons picked up as well.
11-3
PaperX post plant.
तो लग रहा है 2x देख रहा हूँ लास्ट गेम भी जल्दी खत्म हुआ ना
Might throw some light purchases into this one.
I don't know bro
I think GE, I mean, the hopes of winning split are definitely very low at this
शॉट
point.
दिया पैटमैन
But it's a classic case of it's only map 1 of the series and there's still a lot more game to be played today, potentially. So every round that you can get for yourself helps you build up a little bit more confidence and makes you feel like PaperX are
सपने
more
से-
mortal.
हो सकता है भाई 11-3
cannon
मैंने
outlaw
11-1
for
से
something.
कमबैक देखा है
It's only one player with light armor on the side of GE, which is
हाँ, ये
Patman.
बार ये लोग पर रेडी थे हाँ स्प्लिट के लिए
So
कुछ भी
that
बोलो
ends up being too fruitful.
PaperX वाले ये बार स्प्लिट एकदम तगड़ा करके आए हैं
Crystal. Oh, PaperX is trying to reposition
अबे
themselves
something
as
नहीं
well.
स्प्लिट
Divide
में ही
gonna
एक
look
किल
for
मारता ना
the
भाई
slight
स्लाइड
walk in, but gets checked by Autumn. Prowler onto the side of Garage as well, and there's just no
Light क्यों
real
चली गई?
response for the time being until Envy finds the outlaw shot back towards Mail.
Haunt dealt with.
बाद बात पे पावर कट हो जाता है
Smoke over onto middle. Ooh, Forsaken. That's actually a pretty decent timing. Smoke goes out onto Heaven side now.
Well, it should be anticipated or considered by GE at least.
Oh,
What
dear.
is this? What the heck is that smoke? Suddenly now Autumn has to do a lot of the heavy lifting on the side. He goes down, Uniton
से
comes
1v2
in,
है।
full
Nice.
collision course,
अबे
but
माँ कसम
Envy
Envy।
finds the outlaw shot. That was a round back thrifty from GE,
जाग
and
गया भाई
PaperX
पाशा।
does it right back at
लास्ट
them.
राउंड जाग गया
The
कि हाँ
glass
भाई
cannon
मैं भी
vandal.
हूँ मैं भी
What?
खेल रहा
You
हूँ
were glass cannon outlaw. Jesus, man. Impy just doubled his kills. He hadn't even seen anyone this game. Something's been killing everyone. Impy's finally like, yeah, great. Finally a round where I see some opponents. He gets a 4K.
I'm genuinely losing my mind. Up to that point now.
खत्म ये मैच तो खत्म अब जो होगा वो पर्ल पे होगा
Puts themselves inside of garage. They got spotted by the
यहाँ तो
guiding
कुछ नहीं हो
light.
रहा यार दोस्तों कोई बात नहीं
Sniper shots towards the back of screens. And for G, that should mean that you gotta play defensive.
Well, they've played offensively on the B side of the map to take some control at least.
मिसाइल पावर कट हो
Speaking
गया
of offense, PaperX starting to make some moves on this A side of the
hope
map.
आ
Now
जाए
we've got a
5
Viper
मिनट
wall to help them take heaven control. And there's a Vice wall from Autumn to help out Crystal.
अभी क्या बात है love you
In theory, that should be good. Throws out his C's as well. PaperX will just wait out for the time being. Meanwhile, all the rotations from the back.
Quick flank in here for GE could have a lot of impact. PaperX starting to make some moves towards heaven, but the Vice wall will
something
keep
Asian
them
नहीं Russian
in
है
place for a second.
Well, they'll think about it as well. Javi just to hang around middle in case they go for that pivot. But PaperX still in position nonetheless. Spots and positions found. Oh, but Batman with an initial whiff. Do they expect another? PaperX suddenly, it's time to go, but Yunotan falls down at the task at hand. PaperX might just have it in this round unless Javi can do something about it. No real util else. Forsaken goes for the check off from the shadows. And Javi is just been thrown into chaos. He's got a check. Doesn't really see anything else. It's just a fake. All three, the firing squad from PaperX marking down screens. And as soon as he steps out past the threshold, PaperX closed out the
I believe,
map.
bro. Next game.
Yeah, that was a stomp. I mean, I don't know what I'm watching today. Because we had
भाई
RQ
last game
full
भी इतने जल्दी
sets.
खत्म
Just the last map was a 13-3, no? And now we're looking at PRX GE, which I thought was going to be a very close, competitive, tight series. Last time around, I think it was a similar start for PaperX, honestly. GE made a massive comeback to bring it into OT, and today they just didn't have it in him. You could tell that PRX, right from the walkout, was on one today. Like,
थोड़ी सी पढ़ाई करनी होगी
off the back of a O2
Next
loss
map
to
है Pearl,
KRX,
फिर है
winning every
Haven.
pistol are a little flat today. Something's not going right
Stacks.
for them in the GE camp.
From the walkout. That's what you're telling me. I am
63%.
so ridiculously confused.
क्या बात है
An intentional
ये
pick
तो
from
kick off की
GE,
बात है
but
ना
we
शायद
didn't see
उसके बाद से आप लोगों ने पर्ल ही नहीं खेला है
purposes or the results of it.
कोई
Instead,
बात
what
नहीं
you got was just
कोई बात
PaperX running them down lane by lane, round after round.
Yeah, I mean,
कोई
it
बात
comes
नहीं
down to you can have as
और
much
है
prep
Haven
as you want, you can have this massive coaching staff, but if the other team's hot,
Haven 13-9
none of that matters. None of that matters until you shoot back in the server. At the end of the day, it is a shooting game where you've got to shoot the other people.
ठीक है
And
कोई
some
बात
people were
नहीं
shooting really bloody hard, so was Divine.
जेनजी के अगेंस्ट कैसा था
And even in some of the rounds where they went missing, or maybe they went for an
13-11
aggressive play
ये भी
where
close
they
गया
were
था
punished, that's where you saw
यार
other
ये
players
तो
making
फिर
plays
तो
on
थोड़ा सा
PaperX.
मसला है भाई
A
क्योंकि
big round
पेपर एक्स
on the
वाले शायद
outlaw,
पर्ल
Forsaken
अच्छा
had a
खेलते
couple
हैं
of good ones as well. Jing just did Jing things. He didn't even really need to do too much.
That's just ridiculous. Either way, though, now it's time to toss it back.
अभी न्यू आईडी बनाया कौन सा जेट अनलॉक करूं बेस्ट डुएलिस्ट
I'm not the chubbiest one. I'm just one of.
कौन से अनलॉक करने में होते हैं यार यही नहीं पता मुझे तो
Anybody who doesn't know that's your handle is gonna be
पर्ल
like,
पर्ल 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 पर्ल
Yeah,
पर्ल
they say
67% है इन लोग का
Let's cancel Quack.
Yo.
All right. Global Esports. This kind of scoreline against PaperX. I haven't seen this since maybe 2023 when you were the
ये लोग भी
assistant
पर्ल
coach
नहीं
of
खेले हैं
Global
बहुत टाइम से
Esports. Morgan.
ठीक है दोनों टीम के लिए नया है पर्ल
I think if you rewound back to that, you probably did better.
I think you did. You had
क्या
Manyan.
बात है
Yeah, you
Especially,
did
I
have
mean,
Manyan.
जिंजी के
was
अगेंस्ट
also
जीते
kind of- yeah, that was kind of your stopping ground.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I wish I had nicer things to say about GE here. To be honest, I mean, this is a stomp. This is an open.
नहीं
and good
जेनजी ने
stomp.
जीता था
You
shit
know, before this match, we're debating, and they're going to play veto. They bring out the vice.
सही है
Honestly,
सही है
they could have played this game with cheats
अच्छी बात
on, and
है
it wouldn't have even mattered with the way PaperX was
अच्छी
shooting.
बात है अच्छी
This
बात
is an
है
open and closed case.
तो अभी अगला गेम मतलब मस्त होने वाला है
It was a
किसको
stomp.
सपोर्ट है
And
आपका जी
honestly,
को ऑफ कोर्स
it makes me
Bro.
think of 2023, not just because of Global Esports, but
हर्ष
PaperX
भाई
was fantastic
हाँ
back in 2023
जी का
when they were
स्प्लिट पे
in
विन
this
परसेंटेज कितना था पता है
thing jet
कितना?
and
6-7
on Jing
तो इसलिए वो हार गए
mix up
अब पर्ल पे विन परसेंटेज कितना है पता है पेपर एक्स का?
देखा मैं
6 है।
Absolutely.
ओए पर दोनों टीम पर्ल बहुत टाइम
I
से
mean,
नहीं खेली
you
है।
know, again talking
Yeah,
about that
ये
नए
season
patch
खेली
we're
नहीं।
waiting to see how it's going
हाँ।
to interact in that second half.
हेवन
when
खेला
they're on
दोनों टीमों
defense,
पर
but
पर्ल
we
नहीं
never
खेला।
really even
तो
got
मतलब
to
पर्ल
see
एकदम
it.
नया दिखने वाला है।
I was
ओए क्लर्ज भाई,
taught at a young age
ये
that if you have nothing nice to
ये
say,
क्या
say
है
nothing at all.
हाइड्रोजन
But
बॉम्ब
my mother's not exactly around to hear this.
ये
This was
एक
abysmal.
गिफ है ब्रो एक्चुअली।
अच्छा क्या
हाँ।
है वो उसमें वैसा?
मतलब हाइड्रोजन बॉम्ब वर्सेस कफिंग बेबी, मतलब एक साइड बहुत स्ट्रांग और एक साइड बहुत वीक। अच्छा अगर जैसे डाइंग आंट वर्सेस कफिंग बेबी होता है मतलब दोनों साइड वीक, और हाइड्रोजन बॉम्ब वर्सेस न्यूक्लियर पावर ऐसा कुछ होता है मतलब दोनों साइड स्ट्रांग। समझ रहे हो?
ओह
तो जैसे तुम अपने लॉबी में गेम खेलने जाते हो है ना, तो तुम और तुम्हारे सामने वाला, तो वो होता है ट्रैश वर्सेस गार्बेज, ऐसा है।
Everyone looks uncomfortable, the calling looks off, and just Paper X taking every liberty, every advantage, and just shutting them down.
Yeah, I mean, we did ask Sliggy for his advice. If you're coaching global esports, what would you say? And he was saying, PaperX is going to run at you. And the two people running at them was Jing and something.
I mean, they're the best double duelist team in the world. Everybody says it, and this is exactly why. Something that, you know, been a little bit slower this stage. He's back on the jet, though, and he's not going to Mr. Frost. He always goes electric. This double duelist is just
treasure
insane.
versus treasure, हाँ।
It was just from the outset, just I mean, gorgeous to watch. If you're rooting for Paper
ऐसे
X,
बहुत सारे
you want to
होते
see
हैं।
that they just absolutely wipe the floor with someone.
कुछ समझ नहीं
Then
आया।
yeah,
ऐसा है कुछ
you're having a
समझ
very
नहीं
good
आया।
time. And it just felt like global esports, even though they are so familiar, they have played against this team so many times. These players across the board have played against Paper X so many times. Patman was on the team with them, has played alongside them and against them so many times. And they just could not find an answer at all. Shutting them down, I mean, to even get the first round win was such a labored effort.
I mean, I think this is the perfect example of, in this
Everyone is
meta,
talking so much
momentum
about G.
is king,
ऐसा।
and Paper Rex are the kings of
ऐसा।
momentum. So it's just an ever-fulfilling prophecy, a never-ending
घर की याद नहीं आई तुझे
cycle, it
सच्ची?
feels like, of Paper
हैं?
Rex dominance.
And
घर
something
की
was
याद
like
नहीं
he was
आई?
having so much fun. Like it looked personal in, you know, the best
Hydrogen
of
baby
ways.
versus
Like
cuffing
he's just
baby.
having fun beating Frost.
Tacti versus
I
Groty।
mean, look, whenever something goes against Frost, he has a good day. Take a look at these stats. He's the guy who seems to be the one popping, and this map is even better than all.
कोई बात नहीं भाई,
This is
ये
like
वाला
the
निकाल
one
ले
time
बस
where
मजा आ
it's
जाए।
something to make the tweet
क्योंकि अगर ये 2-0 खत्म होता है जैसा पेपर एक्स ने बोला है, वैसा अगर 2-0 खत्म होता है, मतलब अगर पेपर एक्स जीतती है तो मेरी स्ट्रीम अभी खत्म हो जाएगी यार। मैं ऐसा तो नहीं चाहता, कम से कम 3 मैप्स तो जाए, वहां जो भी होना है हो जाए। 2-0 में तो मजा ही नहीं है यार दोस्तों। क्या आज ये में क्या है? जेंटलमेट वर्सेस हेरेटिक्स, बीबीएल वर्सेस वाइटैलिटी। बीबीएल को क्वालिफाई हुई क्या? प्लेऑफ्स नहीं हुई क्वालिफाई। वाइटैलिटी क्वालिफाई हुई नहीं हुई। ओमेगा अल्फा का 1 स्लॉट बचा है, ओमेगा के 2 स्लॉट बचे हैं। ओ तो बीबीएल भी क्वालिफाई हो सकती है, वाइटैलिटी भी क्वालिफाई हो सकती है। ये लोग अगर आज 2 मैप जीतते हैं तो ये लोग 4 हो जाएंगे, 4 विन 4 लॉस ऊपर। और ये लोग अगर 2 मैप हारते हैं तो ये लोग 6 हो जाएंगे, 3-6 नीचे, वाइटैलिटी ऊपर। ओ ये में तो थोड़ा सिनेमा सा चल रहा है बे। ये क्वालिफाई 4-0 भाई, 4-0 एफयूटी, माँ कसम 4-0। ये क्वालिफाई अबे फनाटिक भी 4-0। ये क्वालिफाई 4 क्वालिफाई हो चुकी है टीमें। 1 2 3 4। ओ इटर्नल फायर भी क्वालिफाई 3-1 चल रही है इटर्नल फायर। ओके 1 2 3 4 ठीक है, करेक्ट बात है। तो मतलब यहाँ पे कुछ भी हो सकता है अभी। ऑडम को ड्यूलिस्ट खिलाओ।
I don't claim to understand these playoff
ओ ये
conversations.
देखो ये हुई ना बात। पेपर एक्स जीती तो वो प्लेऑफ पहुंच गई, जी जीती तो वो प्लेऑफ पहुंच गई, है ना। अगर जी हारती है तो केआरएक्स को जीतना पड़ेगा, और टीम सीक्रेट या तो 2-1 जीतेगी या हार जाएगी। तो हमें देखना है कि जी अगर ये गेम हारती है, मान लो फॉर एग्जांपल केआरएक्स का अगला गेम किसके साथ है और टीम सीक्रेट का अगला गेम किसके साथ है, ओ भाई अभी तो क्वालिफिकेशन के वांदे हैं बे, ये कैसे ग्रुप में डाला है माँ कसम। ये देखो अभी यहाँ पे KRX का अगला गेम, KRX का अगला गेम है जेंजी के अगेंस्ट। वाओ, और जेंजी नई नई फॉर्म पकड़ी है। KRX जीत जाएगी जेंजी के अगेंस्ट। KRX को जीतना पड़ेगा और टीम सीक्रेट को बुरी तरीके से हारना पड़ जाएगा, या तो 2-1 जीतना पड़ेगा। तो वो यहाँ पे है जेंजी के अगेंस्ट, तो ये तो 2-0 जेंजी इजी विन है। अबे यार पर जेंजी KRX मैच फंस गया ना दोस्तों। ओए हर्ष भाई ये तो फंस जाएगा अबे अपना क्वालिफिकेशन।
एग्जैक्टली अगला
हाँ?
नॉन्गशिम है।
अबे नहीं, तो देखो अगर जी हारती भी है ना तो जी क्वालिफाई कैसे होगी पता है?
नॉन्गशिम से जीत के।
नहीं, KRX के अगेंस्ट, अच्छा हाँ करेक्ट बात, पहले नॉन्गशिम से जीत गए तो सीधा क्वालिफाई हो जाएंगे, पर अगर वो हारती है तो बोल रहा हूँ।
वो हारती है तो बाहर, फिर मत सोचो इतना।
नहीं बाहर तो नहीं होंगे, 4th रह सकते हैं, समझ रहे हो?
RCB कैलकुलेटर निकालना पड़ेगा।
हाँ बता रहा हूँ ना, KRX को जीतना पड़ेगा और टीम सीक्रेट को या तो हारना पड़ेगा या 2-1 जीतना पड़ेगा।
ब्रो इस बार आई गेस वो RCB कैलकुलेटर मुंबई को भी लग सकता है।
भाई नहीं, मुंबई को नहीं लगेगा क्योंकि मुंबई पूरी बार हो चुकी है। अब तो हर्ष भाई यहाँ से चांस नहीं दिख रहा मेरे को।
Losing, he's still popping.
Thank you so much for the 34 months hitman मेरे भाई Mindsays Paperx Hardsays G love you 34 months कितना होता है 34 months? 1 साल होता है 12 महीने, 2 साल होता है 24 महीने, 3 साल होता है 36 महीने। तो आपको भाई आपको 2 साल 10 महीने हो गए हैं। कसम लव यू यार, मैं बढ़िया मेंबर, दिल से सपोर्ट, दिल से सपोर्ट।
Leaning back into the Jet, I think that given the performances, this is completely fine here for something. I don't think you have to go the Nongshim route of being like, okay, well now I'll play the Phoenix and then Jing, you play the Neon again.
वो ये लोग क्या खेल रहे हैं?
Shift things around in that regard. I think that this is a lot more straight up for them, and I think that this is also a map where we're going to see a lot more value from the Vice.
Adam Chamber खेल रहा है।
Well, I think this is going to be exciting. It's always exciting. I hope it's a lot more competitive than the first map. Global Esports definitely needs it. Clap your hands.
भाई इन लोगों को कुछ
because we're going to go
बॉल पता है क्या
into map 2 with Quack
कमेंटेटर्स को
and Pilsky.
जो ये लोग ने स्टार्टिंग में 2-0 बोल दिया था।
Good toss, Vic.
I mean Paperx बोल दिया था।
Good stop.
I
Really
do
enjoyed.
think Seth is onto something. I mean, the Vi's on this map, it's specifically against the Neon that G has elected to pick. It can slow and hamper things down.
Paperx
The
क्या
wall
खेल
that
रही है?
comes up could
Paperx का
segregate the rest
एजेंट
of
को
the
हमने
team
देखा
from
मैंने।
Yeah, as long as he doesn't flash himself.
it. Oh, it's been a
Oh,
long time
Alex
since
7
he's done
cross
that.
0.
Hey, don't jinx
माँ
it.
कसम।
Yeah, that record. I mean, there's that record, and there's also the record of PaperX against GE overall as an organization.
Undertaker
All
versus Brock
signs
Lesnar।
point to bad things happening to GE today. This is a
वो
big
लोग Vice
question mark
खेल
of the
रहे हैं।
map for both of these teams. Interestingly enough, PRX going back to a comp that
माँ
they were
कसम।
playing last year's kickoff
बिना नियॉन के।
with
ओह,
the
4 लोग भी
Phoenix.
कंट्रोल, अकेला ऑटम ए पे है।
This is going to be another hit on Crash. Full Paperx
फंस गया
force
Autumn
down
तो,
A main.
खत्म।
Autumn trying to keep them in check.
फंस
Trying
गया
to boot
बेचारा
away,
भाई।
but still spotted out
क्या
by the
करेगा वहाँ
Hunt.
पे वो?
Big stack on the other side of the map. GE do get
Option ही नहीं
Patman
था
plus
बेचारे के
1
पास कुछ।
orb, but they've lost
क्या
their
आप सबके
chamber
सब फ्लैंक
on
आएंगे?
A,
नहीं नहीं,
and they've got a lot of ground to cover. Let's be honest, this is a
3-8 जा रहे हैं, अकेला फ्लैंक आ रहा है
Tolkien-esque
अभी।
journey that they're on. And by the time they make it to Mordor, I don't expect much to happen.
थोड़ा सा दूर रह गया
And
अबे,
the
नहीं तो
journey
बेचारा
alone
हावी
just
जाता।
so treacherous because the Vi inside of main, the rest of them marking stairs as well. Prowler will reveal their
अच्छा टाइम बाय कराना
intentions
चाहिए,
and
बस क्या
instantly
बात है।
Paperx shift towards
क्या बात है क्रिस्टल?
just trying to play around the spike. Not too bad.
ए
with the
बहुत
kills out
बढ़िया
from Pat.
बैटमैन।
And suddenly you feel as though GE are
आराम से
emboldened by those
क्या
flags.
बात है
Just put themselves on the
दोस्तों?
board on this. Getting the defuse in, getting the kills at the end.
I mean, that's just a massive head scratcher for PaperX. They could have planted it anywhere. They picked the chamber solo on that side of the map. They plant default and then flip the map and play heavy from spawn side.
ओए हाँ
Then
बे,
your Vice is the
सही
first
बात है।
person to take contact there. So
PaperX खुद ही
essentially,
हगी है
you
राउंड।
not plan it for yourself at
हाँ
all.
चलते चलते।
I mean, yeah, that's just the kind of round similar to that
क्या
split
बात है,
round
क्या
where
बात है?
it
अभी
feels
इको
at the
मत आगो,
moment like
please।
PaperX think that they can basically do anything and they won't lose.
वो 3 लोग गेम में फाइट
And
ले रहे
GE
हैं,
is
क्या
good enough
बात
to
है?
at least punish them for that.
It's a good little wake-up call. Something definitely, well, not a sleep over by main will get himself out of that position. Paper Rex, though, more weight onto this V-long position with the sudden bandit play from Jing. However, Javi still has his own plans, out with the Spectre, but punished in the end by that bandit once again.
That's a great flash from Jing. Now guns picked up as the plant goes down nice and safe. Paper Rex need to make sure that they're playing on site. Jing, one off the runner back, and Devi is still in play here.
Still some potential. Yudotan a little bit far, but has a ghost.
Oh, nice.
Good on the flicks, on towards something. Out then for Pat and Crystal to try to get themselves involved around the site. Crouched under, and Jing won't be able to find the shot. Off to the back, and suddenly it's Yudotan sliding forward with the judge as well. Devi revealed, but the spike already underway.
Recovery from Yudotan. He had a pretty rough day at the office just in that last map. Felt like a lot of those rounds on the Neon, he was basically just running in by himself, full confidence, with minimal success. Paper Rex going into their first gun round here, have secured themselves the run it back though. So that'll be Global needs to make sure they're playing around because they definitely took their losses in that round. Already had a couple of multi-frags from Pat. He's getting himself closer to an Armageddon. Maybe something to consider once we get closer to the first gun round. Big fight on B here.
But either way, pretty good start for GE now. As Paper X get themselves into position, but immediately blocked off. In fact, cordoned away because of the salvo. As Devi, however, managed to find a shot. Tries to go in for a second one, but now being chased by a Prowler.
Yeah, Crystal just throwing all his Prowlers in and looking to get hot on the heels of Paper X, who have turned tails back to mid. Vice keeping that flank in check, and the spike hasn't been picked up yet for Paper Rex. They'll deal with the trademark in the middle of the map. Make GE a little bit more nervous about some movements over there.
Which means Auden can possibly go looking a little bit further. Devi, however, if he takes down Crystal, that's going to be go shine into the site.
Oh, it's a headshot.
There he goes.
He had full armor. Headshot needed, headshot delivered.
Wow. Despite being down the first two rounds, Paper X pick up right where they left off. Immediately streaming down the side. Pat does have a stun, but that's about it.
I mean, it's great mid-rounding for Paper X. They deal with the trademark, which pulls the rotation back towards A. Flank from Autumn is already checked here, it looks like. Gorgeous off angle from Forsaken. Plant goes down for Envy.
Great recovery. Just playing around the post plant. Looks pretty good as well. Positions out towards heaven. You got one back halls. Let's not get too over eager, guys.
Patman's definitely making things a little bit expensive for them. Yudotan with a rifle in hand could still get this done.
Backside chala gaya.
One-way smokes come right back up. Still an attempt from GE as they hop on across. Not quite expecting something around the smokes now, were you? Yudotan out towards the back end, the timer running out. Something wanting to get more, and he will.
Perfect crosshair placement. Two guns kept over from Paper X. I mean, it's a round where GE, had there not been a bit more trepidation there for PRX, could have probably just wiped the whole team with that B trap. It was a 4v4 on this B side of the map. Look at all of that util. Relay vault, as well as double salvos invested early on there. Prowlers to follow up. Very keen for a fight with GE on the bonus. I like the approach. Keep it an expensive round for Paper X, but they do a really good job mid-rating themselves out of a bad situation.
Right, that headshot from Devi.
Autumn bhai ka abhi tak khula nahi hai
khata. G should have some shields back up, so
bhai G aggressive controls ke liye ja rahi hai.
For now, it's that double duelist from Paper X just looking extreme in. Blocked off by Armageddon. They're still hovering around, looking to dive in.
They managed to
full-on trap activated by Yudotan.
भाई वो एक उससे ही मर गया शायद.
What a sick play! Armageddon salvo off the back of the trademark. Devi picking one back though. Round's not done just yet. Jing goes forward with the flash. Patman continues to deliver. What a round against his own team.
क्या बात है दोस्त, तू जाग गया है, तेरा राउंड है, निकाल निकाल.
Tee it up for Pat.
Yeah, let's go baby.
Ace to completion.
Just such a sick shot around the Teo. And the shooting just as good.
That is literally
what you have in mind when you pick this agent. The Teo tech from GE is disgusting. There was nowhere for them to go. Slowed by the trademark. If they go forward, they go into a grab well. If they go to the side, they go into a salvo. There's nowhere safe on B long there. That is disgusting.
Nice.
Wedler's never even seen that before.
सीधा टाइम आउट
It's like, what is
ब्रो वो
that,
उससे
bro?
मारा थे क्या भाई
No way.
हाँ उससे 2 मारा भाई वो।
दो तो भी
As well, so
6 लोग मारा ये राउंड में
I mean, whoever's cooked that on GE.
ओए पर क्या प्ले था चेंबर ट्रैप के
Gorgeous.
साथ
हाँ ना
में
सब कुछ भाई।
Attack timeout for Paper X. I think it's
ये हुई ना बात
B long
ये भी जाग गया
off limits.
that's the one call.
It's cut off. We've had a bonus round where they've sent everything at us, top of B long. Then the very next round, they've had a whole Armageddon thrown
चलने ही
at
मत
us.
दो अच्छा
I
मोमेंटम
mean,
रखो
the
बस बढ़िया
multi-fragging in the early
चलने
parts
ही
of the
मत दो
game as
इनको
well. You usually wouldn't have an
निकल जाएगा
Armageddon
ये
that
गेम हाँ
early on. It's such a heavy investment of an ult in terms of the ult orbs. But Patman's ability to multi-frag, and he's has given him
Halfway.
very early on, and now he's, again, yeah, like you said, halfway to another one. Not bad at all.
Okay, Paper going to keep themselves back in over to B site.
Money broken now. GE looking very good after a very flat split. Color me intrigued.
अभी ये लोग
Could be on
कहीं
for
तो
a
आ गया
series.
मस्त ऑटम को फार्म करना चाहिए बढ़िया कॉन्फिडेंस
love to
जाग
see
गए
it.
सब के सब
Leaving something in on a deep insert up over by the pillar for now.
अकेला समथिंग है होल्ड कर
He's keen
दोस्त
for a
स्विंग
bit with
करेगा
the outlaw.
करेगा करा
Full armor there for something, so he's not
Kara.
one shuttable to the outlaw
Kara.
as the rest of Paper X work towards Art and A main.
फुल आर्मर किस चीज के लिए लिया उसने
Trademark
By
plus
bandit or
Crystal
full
in
armor?
position as well.
समथिंग भाई कुछ तो कुक
And
करता
again,
है
it's all the pistols from Paper X. Do want to operate within close quarters. The smoke's being set up.
Considering a re-aggression, but
एक
GE
राइफल
will
मिलेगी
take the
उससे
path of
खेलेंगे
least
ये है
resistance.
उनका
They know
प्लान
that the money on Paper X is great
जिसको
here.
राइफल मिलनी चाहिए वो तो
Gotta
अकेला
watch
है
out though. Mainly,
क्या बात
it's
है?
Autumn with the angle being held.
भाई
Hat
भाई
comes
किधर
in
है
with the
sneak in
spam, blocks off
वो
B
उसको
link.
देखो क्या
Something
वॉकअप कर
starts to
रहा
get
है ब्रो
activated.
हावी देख इधर
Got a heads
दोस्त वो
up
तेरे
duel with
पास
Xavi,
है
but
करीब
this
है तेरे
close, the bandit can one shot to the head.
Avi,
प्यार है
gotta be
भाई
careful. He's still got that crosshair scoped in, and then
Ah!
both shots with.
नो कसम
Oh! Is that the guy that got 20 last map?
Apparently so. Well, we are on for the execute now. Hunt all the way onto the top.
बच गए भाई
Fast lane to block it off for the time
अभी यहाँ
being.
पे साइड
Just
मिल जाती
impressive work by Yudotan, but suddenly the swing from
Nice.
Envy. And then another.
क्या बात है
A slight
खत्म।
chance to get the spike down now, but he knows he's surrounded, so just picks up the rifle and backs off completely.
Gonna save a phantom.
कसम।
Something.
Oh.
भाई वहाँ पे समथिंग ने भी हक
three
दिया
guns
था
kept over.
इसने भी हक दिया था अच्छा है भाई
4-1
बैंडिट में कम
overall.
बुलेट होती है
Much better game than compared
उसको
to
गन अगर वहाँ मिल
split.
जाती है तो खाली साइड थी
Yeah. Really? We're gonna watch
wanna
it
see
again.
it
Right? Yeah, we didn't like from
Yeah.
both perspectives.
Oh,
It's not necessary. It's really not.
भगवान अपने साथ है
You
ये
feel it.
आज थोड़ी दूर तक
All right,
जल्दी
let's
जब
have a
ऑल
look.
द
Listen
बेस्ट भाई
into the team comms into the next gun round here.
समथिंग के द्वारा नथिंग गेम प्ले
Yes.
समथिंग लौट आया भाई समथिंग लौट आया अपने ओरिजिनल गेम प्ले पे
I mean, I wish we could hear Alex right now.
वो चार एक खेल रहे हैं
All the epic, okay, boy.
अरे अकेला हावी क्यों
Come closer,
बी
James.
साइड होल्ड कर रहा है अभी
Epic now? Epic though. Epic. I'm gonna ulti.
Autumn's got this deep A main info line. Paper X have made some moves on the street. Out comes the Cosmic, but it
Leave
doesn't
बनाने
seem
जाएगा वहाँ
like
पे
they're
कोई।
in a rush here.
नहीं रीटेक में खेल रहे हैं
Cheeky little position for Forsaken on the top side of the street. We'll keep an eye on that, but doesn't look like GE
Crystal
are going
belt
to
है?
make any moves into the middle of the map.
Not
अरे
yet.
अरे
Cosmic
अरे
Divide as well.
मौत
Something's back online. Yudotan, however,
नाइस
has
यूरो
found a slight sliver, slips in. Nightfall sends him back packing.
Is the retake utility back on in for GE as they look to clear out all of back hall. Forsaken finally gets into play.
Yeah, but there goes the
Job
Armageddon
बात
as
है
well.
Batman, बढ़िया
Paper X is
यूटिल।
trying to stay around the edges of it. We'll see if
Nice
Envy can
दोस्तों,
keep
nice
himself alive.
दोस्तों।
Unfortunately, gets gunned down by Crystal. It's all on to
अकेला
Forsaken,
अकेला
who
पता है कहाँ
has
पे?
already been noted. Overdrive.
चढ़ जा
Just
उसके
to
ऊपर
keep
दे
him at
दे
bay.
वो
Keeping
डिफ्यूज
him
करो
within arm's reach as well. Onto the Prowler now. Forsaken swaps over the rifles.
Nice.
Oh, so narrowly getting the pixel perfect angle onto Crystal.
Crystal didn't even need to come off that.
Backside
That's a situation where if he goes down and Pat needs to get back across to the spike, they could have honestly lost that round. Didn't feel safe going for the full deep use, despite the fact there was no chance that Forsaken could have got the wall bang there. But still it's around for GE. Very cheeky wall, by the way. You saw that little gap that Forsaken had to play in, but an even better retake for GE. Nightfall with a double salvo coming back on in. This is exactly what you have in mind when you play something like a double init. And I'm liking the Fade Teo better than, honestly, Sova Fade. We've seen a fair bit of Sova Fade lately, and none of the retakes looked anywhere near that strong.
So far, so good, and G just continues to trend upward. Now getting blocked off by Molly, though, all the way outside of A main. Bit of an entrance in towards Art. As PaperX tries to beat down the doors with something on the Blade Sword. Shot fired, but instantly relayed back, and something managed to capitalize off of it. Dives headfirst right into Pat's open arms. Pat still on a tear, however. Back into Art. Takes down another Crystal. Coming back in as well. Everyone from GE just streaming bound to bound. Back into sight. Not allowing for PaperX to settle. But now, as the spike goes down, they back themselves over onto stairs. This time with more intention to play around the spike. It's planted for them. They set up some stars, but Javi steps front. Crosshair still trained off towards the position, and he sets up another star. A tap should draw out some flurry of bullets. He actually goes full Cosmic Divide. Looks to play sneaky around the edges of it. Does Forsaken step across? No.
Nice!
Safety, but Javi with the heads-up duel.
Let's
go! Been multiple series where Javi has kind of been going missing a little bit for GE, particularly a rough one against KRX. But that's a little bit more like it on the Astra. He was phenomenal on this agent to start out kickoff. So a Red Bull clutch in a 1-on-2. The round starts off so nicely for something. Removing Autumn and Udatan. Patman does a good job holding on. Special delivery, holding back A main. He could have come on for 2 there if he didn't get such a snappy shot in reply for Forsaken. And then Harvey, a masterful clutch where Envy's out in the open fighting by himself while Forsaken's in Astral form. And then the Cosmic invested to win the 1-on-2. Alex not happy about that.
This
is the highs and the lows of coaching PaperX.
The duality.
A map of Split where you never even needed to say anything into a map of Pearl where, let's be honest, you need to get the belt out.
Bro. Yeah.
Oh, well. Just trying to rein in the boys.
Pacific
Both
के
timeouts
caster
being
थोड़े से तो है.
invested definitely tells
तू
you,
इतना घुसमत
the
तेरी टीम
state
को
of the
नहीं
team.
है.
Meanwhile, for GE, everything's just going well.
I mean, yeah. This is the best in a while I've seen a double init on Pearl.
अभी ये lead ऐसी बने रहे बस.
Is phenomenal
8-4, 9-3,
because I feel
10-2 कुछ भी हो जाए.
There's a few decent double init teams in Pacific. I think KRX is probably like one of the ones that I enjoy the most.
Autumn summer में नहीं चलता
But
लगता
for the
है.
most part, I'm not really sold on double init unless you're like an elite team with those kind of comps.
एक
Not
दो round
always
और
easy
फिर
to pull
FNS
off,
रो
but for
देगा.
GE, I mean, they said it over on the desk. You've got 2 init players. It looks phenomenal right now. Yes, Patman's doing a lot of heavy lifting, and there's been a lot of prep invested into this comp in particular, but yeah, I mean, opt-out now for Autumn. Something he's very comfortable doing as well.
Wow,
When he got
nice
onto that
flash.
deep
क्या
info line
बात
in the
है.
middle while PaperX take a main control here. Forsaken on a deep lurk. There is the runner back for Jing, who is having one of the quieter games so far.
Has been shut down time and time again. This time it's the off angle.
Good stun. The time
will
is crazy.
find the entry initially, but blocked off by Crystal. It's
Oh,
a
nice!
Into the
Armageddon.
How did 2 players go down to that? I guess the runner back was inside the Armageddon, yeah. What a sick Armageddon again from Patman. That is ridiculous, man.
Why
Still
peak
trying to
utility
follow up,
usage?
cleans
Huh,
out
Padman
all of
का?
A main. This is the best game of Teo I've seen since Freeing was on this agent last kickoff, bro. What am I watching?
11-1.
Brilliance from
10-2. 10-2.
GE. Whoever, the entire coaching staff.
भाई वहाँ पे gap था शायद.
This composition at this time.
और वो लोग वो gap में जाने का try करे पर वहीं चिपक गए.
Other than to tread
Short देखो,
backward
short देखो,
in
Pac-Man.
towards A again.
हो जाए.
Yeah, Autumn on the line with the operator. Has still got 2 salvos and special delivery in support from Patman, but these are some nice entries back in for Paper X.
Now 10 seconds, gotta get the spike down quick. Forsaken trying
Yeah,
to lay ahead,
but
but unfortunately
you up,
hit
baby.
by Crystal onto Davai, and he just sprays
Yep, we up.
revealing his position. Easy kills for GE any day of the week.
18 and 5 for Patman.
पूरा टाइट for this
This
combo.
is a
Yep.
ridiculous performance on the tail.
देखना है मेरे को तो भाई.
Let's see that again.
I mean, I was caught completely off guard by it. I didn't even think of this combo.
Good stun.
Unitard goes down. I thought, okay, you've traded a run it back and an Armageddon for a Neon.
जिनकी
That's
दोनों
gone
बार
fantastic.
ulti
And then the
nice
Armageddon
shot,
actually gets rolling. I'm like, oh wait, it's killed half the team. Sick Armageddon placement for Patman.
Unbelievable.
We're so back.
He's so good, isn't he?
ऑटम इतना वाइड होके क्यों देख रहा था पता नहीं आज भाई.
One would say.
अवेयर नहीं था शायद वो
Just
कि उसका दोस्त देख नहीं रहा है.
Paper X with how they intend to play on the double duelist. However, Paper X just
क्या बात है ऑटम भाई आप भी दिखा दो
on a
एक राउंड
different
दिखा दो.
approach this time.
Exchange of util over towards A main. You've still got Autumn over on that B long info line with multiple stars looking to be thrown in his direction to deny those info lines. Deltron clears all of middle out.
And then to
लोग
poke a
मिड
hit
पे रोटेशन
across
पुल कर
B
रहे हैं.
long. Gotta keep in mind, Autumn still is on that operator as well.
He's got the rendezvous for safety.
See some smokes to allow Paper X safe passage.
निकल जा दोस्त निकल जा वहाँ
Autumn
से.
managed to get away just in time.
ओ कहाँ जा रहा है? कहाँ जा रहा है मेरे भाई?
Continue pushing up front. Cosmic Divide down as well. Pat tries to put up a roadblock, but unfortunately will be blocked off himself. Yurotan now back in towards Halls. Does he have a slight timing? Managed to take a hits up duel against something. Envy trying to get the spike down. Divide out from behind. Will continue to block things off, and then a 1v3 left for Crystal.
ये 1v3 निकाल दे क्रिस्टल मजा आ जाए.
All in play, so Pepper X don't really want to think about playing on the site.
फर्स्ट
Get caught by that fade ultimate, but Crystal's not going for this one.
2-1 ये
It's been a
ऐसे ही हो
rough
रहा
game
है.
for Autumn. That's a
सब
round
लोग
where
यही
you
बोला.
needed to see some impact on the operator with Paper X heading in your direction, and he's just not able to. And Patman making a hero play. I mean, he's having a hell of a game. He was 18 and 5.
उसने बराबर लगाया था वहाँ पे
through a
अपना
cosmic
कि
and
मैं
dive
इधर
for
टीपी
free when
करूँगा
he wanted
फिर
to
एक शॉट
potentially set
लूँगा.
up what could have been a fast flood.
फिर बेचारा वहाँ से निकलने के लिए क्या
only
कर
made it
सकता
there a
था?
couple of seconds later. If instead of diving through the
I guess
the
ऐसे
cosmic
position
and
पे ना
dying, he
एक
has
kill के लिए
double
खेलना
salvo
चाहिए.
special delivery in combination with something like a relay bolt.
कि मरना तो है.
To actually attempt
एक
a bit
मार
more
के
of a
मरते हैं.
cohesive retake. We saw
ये
them
तो
pull
फुकट
off
का मर
something
गया.
very similar to that with the Nightfall from Crystal across Backhall just a few rounds before. So that's a case of GE, I think, getting a little bit too ahead of themselves, unfortunately, and something punishes quite heavily. I mean, he's
अरे
still
माँ
having a
कसम
great
इसको
day.
देखो इसने क्या शॉट
Great
मारा है
game
ये.
here.
Potentially a slight overheat.
Boys, easy boy. Diggy gonna have.
Still a big gap
कोई
between
बात
the
नहीं
both
कोई
of them
बात नहीं.
though.
Very different vibe in the PRX comms, though, isn't it?
18-6 है भाई पैटविन.
For
वाओ.
the time being. Got the next round going up and a full-on
Double
collision.
kills पे
Once
वो.
again back in towards A main.
Good shot, good
GE
shot,
is
दोस्त.
just Yurotan.
Nice.
But he still managed to take down something. Out with a relay
Yes,
bolt.
spam था
Couple
बे.
more spams and he thinks to stick around while Crystal comes back in for a
निकल
bit
जा
more
वापस,
assistance.
क्या
Still
बात
has
है.
a Nightfall in his pocket.
Yeah, fast lane to zone away. Nice
बढ़िया,
opening
something
kill
मारे
from
निकल गए.
Yudotan. Perfect movement.
अल्ट है आराम से खेलो.
Paper X using so much utility to even take A main there. Invy's got nothing left. There's the consume. They want GE to give them a fight here.
नाइस यार.
GE.
दो मार्क हुए.
Nightfall completely zones that
It's
away.
too
I
mark
mean, there's
हुआ
no
बे.
hope of getting back into A main for Paper X, and the spike was in spawn that whole time. So even if they wanted to speed up into A, they couldn't have.
Fight's
फिर
just
से
not
ऑटम अकेला
necessary.
उधर भी पे.
Not when Paper X lacked this much
क्या
control.
उतना इसको क्लियर करने जाएगा.
Stealth drone along a
अकेला है
slight
क्योंकि
creep
तीन
up,
जा रहे हैं. क्या
and
बात है. जाओ
Divide
क्लियर करो.
finally
दवाई
hears
है.
the footsteps.
क्या बात
Good
है.
to
बहुत
make it a
बढ़िया
trade at the
ट्रेड.
very least, but then suddenly G seeing that there's
3-4.
nothing outside of A, it's down to Autumn to get
तीनों लिंक
prepared.
अप कर रहे हैं.
Nice to take the Astra out of the equation. That's going to
भाई
make
बेचारा
a
Autumn
potential
1-9 है
close
बे.
plan on this B side of the map a little bit more palatable as
Genau,
Autumn
genau.
slinks away into heaven, not feeling bold enough to take a fight. With Divide going down, GE is going to flank through spawn side, and there's not going to be any kind of tell for Paper X, who go for a safe plant.
वो तीन फ्लैंक आ रहे हैं अपने.
Maybe just to hear the footsteps though. Forsaken, close enough. Hasn't really heard it yet, but now with the Neon moving around. At the same time, Autumn onto this late push. Could just be a thorn in PaperX's sides. Pat will do good to make it a trade. Down to just Autumn left. Oh, quick with the checks as well. PaperX managed to find a bit of recovery.
Yeah, nice 3k
B side में जा रहा है ना, वो round जा रहा है.
Something inside of A main. Do a good job pressuring that A site.
B side वाला ही round गया है बस.
Now with 2 gun rounds back to back, won by PaperX, despite the fact that they start this one with a
Start बहुत अच्छा किया था यार.
हाँ ना, बहुत प्यारा start किया था.
इनवी ने
So
निकाल
a
लिया.
chance at a 4th round, and given how this game started, honestly, putting up 5 at the half for PaperX would be a big difference maker.
अरे वो
That's
starting
exactly where you want him to be though, right in the middle of the pack in a post plant. He's going to hit all those shots.
कोई बात नहीं भाई.
Maroge out. Like you mentioned, money broken and PaperX have to play a little bit safer than before.
Close आप जाएगा ना तो
clear out initial
इतनी strong start का कोई मतलब नहीं होगा.
You get the Sheriff light armors out. Udatan has got to judge armor here because he's going to have an overdrive no matter what. So even if he does go down, can potentially invest that in the next round. Flash on out. Autumn sticks around. He's got his rendezvous for safety.
Oh,
another missed opportunity.
Yeah, that's going to ward PaperX with the A site. Wall being set up as well.
Envy on the lurk here. As the rest of PaperX set up a nice post plant on A. They're going looking for him.
Autumn has spotted him down at the end. We'll see if
Envy
can actually stand up to the task. Manages to fend off to and looks for an escape route. Will be corralled by Javi at the very least, so that's a weapon picked up by GE now.
I mean, it's a win though. They took so long cleaning him up.
आजा सिटी आजा मर सामने से आके मर.
Too much time off the clock to come back in on this retake now, I'd assume.
Timing कर दिया something ने.
More than likely. Pat, however, still stealthy as ever. Manages to take down a couple more. Javi now revealing himself out by stairs and something. Looks to shoot himself back in the game.
Body को shoot कर रहा है दोस्त.
It's good recovery here on the attacking side. One more needed to make it definitely a winnable game. Now that PaperX can consider the chance of moving on to the defense.
बस उसकी positioning सही नहीं हो रही है यार time के साथ साथ.
Bombarded by Armageddon every other round.
निकल रहे हैं. चढ़ गया उसके ऊपर भाई साहब.
Another fight over towards A main for both of these teams on the cards here.
This time it's
इस बार PaperX aware है.
Bit of
ये लोग गेम इन पुश के लिए आएंगे. बहुत पीछे से खेल रहे हैं.
From Envy.
बड़ी फाइट होने वाली है.
To how G might be positioned. Not wanting to poke around too much, they'll back off from the smoke.
Cheeky salvo trying to flush them into Udatan, who does have the overdrive ready to rip if we end up in a retake scenario. Patman won off of the Armageddon here. He'd love to get another kill. I mean, they've won every single round that he's had it.
कोई बात नहीं. आगे से अटैक पे निकलेगा.
PaperX very much slowing down this round, anticipating some aggression, but with only 58 seconds to figure out what they want to do here. Consume's coming in on B long. Stealth drone spots out that the Vice is stuck around here.
Ooh, and suddenly it's that peek out from Udotan. Immediately slapped down by something though.
Oh!
And with quick updraft, the Blade Storm. He snipes down Javi. Pat, he's still in position, still has a chance. And with that kill immediately, off to the Armageddon. It's a bit off to the side though, but just buys enough time to reposition himself. With the Thorns as well. PaperX just looking to segment more of the site. They've managed to snipe down Pat.
2v3.
All that's left is the back of sight, but here comes Autumn. Suddenly activated with that operator. Down to the 2v2.
Expect करो दोस्तों, expect करो. क्या बात है? Nice shot. Big round. Big round.
10 seconds left. And Envy's starting to sweat.
He's dead.
Around the corner, jumping sortie. We've seen a few of these today, but nonetheless, it's GE put themselves up on 8.
Autumn finally connecting a couple of shots. Took the whole half for him to get into there.
हाँ ना भाई, ये round चाहिए था भाई, बड़ा round था.
I mean,
वो ये कैसे करा उसने?
Device there by himself and thinks that's only the lurk, so he immediately just wants to go and bully him, not expecting the rest of PaperX to be behind. That's a ridiculous updraft for something. He just does things on Jet that I don't think other players are even aware of.
Nice.
Halftime.
Hi Jiten bhai, what's up?
Despite that, it's GE with the round.
I mean, again, Pat just gets so much work done there in a situation
Nice.
where he was
pistol
like 10
और बहुत
HP
बड़ी
and he was standing on the edge of like 2 or 3 different pieces of
एक
it until he
pistol.
still gets another kill. 500! 500! Damn, man!
कितना किल है बे इसका?
You see that?
Yeah.
20 किल हो गया क्या पैटमैन
We've
का?
had some insane numbers
22.
as the
22.
first half, but this one takes
Alright.
it
निकाल
all.
दो था
I mean, you got to get the Hong Tai at this point. If that's
वो
what he's
देख रहा
doing
है
with
कहाँ से
that,
नाइफ आ रहे हैं हाँ ना
Okay.
बे?
Yeah, why not?
हाँ?
I mean, it's that kind of game, isn't it?
You're playing against former teammates. It definitely is.
Well, Paper
ये
X
गेम निकल जाए
can
मजा आ
definitely bring
जाए
this
बे.
one back on their
Third map.
defense, though. They've had a pretty pitiful start to Pearl after what was a just whitewash
Pistol,
on
big pistol,
split.
big pistol.
Feels like they kind of just let their foot off the gas pedal and expect GE to give up.
22-9 wow.
And it's been quite the opposite.
दो लोग के बदले ये किल
You see
अकेले ही
this
मार रहा है
time and time
पैटमैन.
again with Patman. When you push this man, he comes up with the goods. Very competitive player. A lot of people against Paper X on the Pacific Stage would crumple, and Patman is definitely a special case.
An outlier. A leader
क्या बात है अकेला साइड
sometimes
पे दवाई.
for the GE team.
वो कोई यूटिल भी नहीं है
Outside of
उसके
A-main
पास
for
में.
now, but Forsaken as well with some curious plays. Slight creep up from middle, but Javi.
What?
Okay, slight timing
जाने
miss.
दिया उसको.
You cannot let him get away there. That's crazy. That was a freebie. I mean, you don't know what the rest of the setup is behind that, to be fair, so maybe you're thinking that
Correct.
someone's holding
हावी
you.
को पता ही नहीं था.
Does feel like a missed opportunity. Stealth drone and Prowler going through the middle of the map either side, and Unitime will make
अगर
his
कोई
way
double
through
door
quite a
pick
deep
कर रहा होता
position
तो
after
फिर खत्म
triggering
था
the
ना.
Vice Wall.
So full mid control for GE. Multiple launching pads to either side. PaperX suddenly cautious.
ये
Three to
16 B
split.
पे है.
Is going to be the A split.
सब के सब
Taken
जा
and
रहे हैं.
divide a hold.
And meanwhile, Pat on the lurk as well, something that he has done before on the
निकालो
PaperX
उसको साइड
squad.
से.
Still though, onto the site,
क्या बात है,
and it's
nice.
instant collisions.
Trade करो दोस्तों.
Forsaken
Nice shot.
being able to take down a few, but there goes
Three.
Pat as well. So further hammering down the
Good shot,
numbers
पीछे
advantage,
बैठ!
if any,
पीछे
but
बैठ!
Unotan off to
What
the
the
corners. It's
sub!
Forsaken. A bit of a lead for the Reptile squad now. And they will spread their arms all across the site, turning back in towards the back of Flowers as well, and it's Forsaken off to a quad.
ये बंदा
In
मिड
a round
वॉक अप
where he
करके
should
आया.
have been dead to rights.
वो जिंदा
Four
बच
in
गया और
middle there
4
on
के
the
मार के
spot
राउंड
from
बचाया.
Crystal. He comes up with 4. I mean, you're kicking yourselves.
भाई
as
अगर
GE.
ये मिड पे ही मर
That's
जाता ना तो
another
खत्म
round.
था फिर.
Like both pistols where you
किया
plant
लाला.
default and then flip the map and right backside. And then you can't even play the post plant.
4 seconds को ही
Unitime doesn't check this corner. Pat gets cleared out. Nice little push together. Something and Jing hand in middle. And then it's dug out Flowers wrap when it's not even planted for you.
मर जाना चाहिए था बे उसको.
His own name.
Yeah.
Best mouse pad बताना क्लोजर.
If anything, G still has some timeouts left, so just
BenQ
continue to keep an eye on things for
GS
now.
नहीं
Back
नहीं
into another A
तुम
main
ये ले
contest, but
सकते हो
the
X-ray pad.
salvos doing quite a bit.
X-ray pad best है.
Something.
Oh,
Not really interested in how much util you throw at him. You know that he's always keen for a
कोई बात
fight,
नहीं, कोई बात
especially
नहीं
against the
दोस्तों.
pistols.
अपना तो है ही नहीं ये
And
round.
look, GE, it's very impressive
पाँच
A
से
main
पाँच नहीं
take.
चलेगा, हाँ?
Really cool stuff. But
Not against an outlaw.
doesn't matter, bro.
Not against something.
आपके
It's
पीछे
always
भूत है क्लर्ज
something.
भाई.
You gotta imagine for Frost. So separated
यूके
by
का
2
मसला है
rounds now.
यूकेएम का माउस पैड ऐसे थोड़ी मिलेगा. ओए
Couldn't really
समथिंग
see
का
it
दूसरा
back
कैसे
there.
नहीं चिपका बे?
Might have been Crystal. Flawless Antiyuko for Paper X. It's a dead even game now as they head
क्या बात
into
है,
their
पहला
bonus
round.
round. Full buyout for GE.
बस ये मत थ्रो कर
Some
दो दोस्तों
beautiful
बस
stuff
खत्म
prepped
हो
on
जाए
their
यार.
defensive side. Let's see what they come up with on attack.
Initial holds, anticipating Paper X to push and take control. Once again, the outlaw automates it a
बेचारा
challenge,
मेरा भाई
but
ऑटम ही
gets
मार
tagged
खाता है.
instead. Something comes back in for
अरे और एक
a
मार.
peek. And now it's Pat.
अबे
Yeah,
यार
Patman
तुम
and
लोग
Autumn very
साला
low.
इतनी बड़ी लीड बना के क्या
Not what
कर
you'd
रहे
want
हो?
to be coming into this particular round
They're,
with.
they're,
आँख से सही
they're playing the
आंसू
long
निकल
game,
गया.
Billy. Get the all points.
Let Paper X back into the
अच्छा
game.
लगा.
That's a longer game.
आँख से आंसू आया तो
Definitely.
आंखें सूख गई थी मेरी
Oh
भाई.
my god.
A 1-2 setup. This could be a C's hot hands if they come up art side here. Although Jing's already used it
वो
earlier
ये
in the
क्या
round.
cross ये क्या?
Oh, you got the thorns instead. Just the off angle held, checked by the Prowler, and instantly
Nice shot, क्या बात है 140 में भी आपने एक निकाला.
Unfortunately goes down, but GE slow is smooth, smooth is fast. They're trying to get themselves over on the side.
वो कसम तीसरा कैसे मारता है वो?
Will go off on a tear, despite the so-called weaker weaponry. Suddenly it's Crystal into a 1v3.
Nice.
Still trying to isolate the duels, but not anticipating something around the corner with an Outlaw again. It's Paper X 7-8.
Without the Outlaw damage, the Spectre never looks that scary. I mean, against a full buy on that particular angle, you usually wouldn't even get one kill.
भाई दवाई तीसरा
You
कैसे
might
मार
get
रहा? दो
one,
लोग तो
and then
लो
you get
थे.
traded. But when
दो
two
एक
of these
hit
players
थे.
have 10 HP, that looks
अरे
pretty
वो
nice.
10 HP में कैसा मार रहा है?
Third kill's even better onto Xavi, and then Crystal closed in on.
Spectre से.
That's a bonus. Okay, so
39
some
में
all
मेरे
points, but now you're allowing Paper X to
अब
possibly tie
तो
up the
8-8 हो
score.
जाएगा भाई.
Yeah, back down
Eco
onto a
round आ
half
गया.
buy. Vct and Crystal
मतलब
with
अपन
full
से
armor
attack
though,
नहीं
as
हो
they
रहा
make
है.
their way towards street.
Last game भी attack नहीं हुआ था.
Paper X with the smokes. You got the sheer
Defense
wall
का तो
as well.
chance ही नहीं
Pushing
मिला.
around the back of connector. This is danger territory for GE. Looking to jump off the wall, but suddenly Jing comes in with a
काम करो.
curveball.
अरे
What have
भाई.
you done? Spray transfer.
वाह कसम
I mean, that's
दवाई.
just a complete shutdown. You can see GE is quite trepidatious,
Last
just
round में
staring at
वैसे ही
that
मारा,
vice
ये round
wall.
वैसे ही मारा.
Device sitting inside of the smoke. And Jing well aware that they're not able to make any more inroads. Perfect curveball timing.
भाई सबके सब
Starts
यहीं थे
spraying
क्या?
away.
पांचों के पांचों आए थे.
And Divide to follow that up. Another anti-eco closed out flawlessly by Paper X, who have evened up the scoreline now. Into
भाई
another gun
अंकल
round for
मारते
GE
हैं
on
हाँ?
this attacking side. Let's see what they come up with after losing 4 in a row.
जी.
Hey, they pushing mid. They have mid. They 1-3-1.
ओए
Klurge भाई डीडी बोला.
वो भी टीडी बोला.
Cries of despair just because of something, and for
Bro!
Vgt charges himself back in. Now you might have an open A site.
Yeah, heroes been needed.
उसने भी
And
DD
Vgt
बोला.
is stepping up, but something has done many
Bro,
heroic plays
universal
today.
call बे.
He's got to be the one to
क्या
send up
बात
to the
है क्या
task.
बात
He's
है
been
दियो
missing all
चढ़ जाओ
throughout the
उस पे
map.
भाग रहा है वो.
Suddenly comes back in around. Could it be a rabbit to chase? GE still hasn't quite found
यार
a
ये दवाई को
decisive
देखो भी
take.
वॉकअप कर गया
Device
पूरा
on
का
the
पूरा.
flank, though. Forsaken's tucked himself
दोस्तों
nice
ए
and
जाओ
snugly
आठ
into
जाओ
pit.
ए जाओ ए पे
Feels
अकेला
like
फुर्सी
no matter
करना
where
है.
GE
चले जाओ
goes,
बस
there's
ट्रेड
just gonna
करना है
be
खत्म है राउंड
snacks
अपने
to
लिए.
trip up on.
All those stars. It's just Forsaken though.
Okay, delay this plant quite significantly, but he's very much on his own over here.
Right? Just one guy. But sometimes the right guy in the wrong place.
क्या बात है क्या बात है
Things
बोला
could get
ट्रेड करना है
tossed
बस.
apart. It's down 2v2. Something off to the back of spawn. Yudotan wants to get ahead of it. The Cosmic Divide even pushed down just to set Yudotan up. Jumping across
आराम
with
से
the shorty.
दूर
He
जा
will get
दूर
checked.
जा.
Something
पास
immediately
मत जाओ उसकी
backing
शॉटी
off.
बहुत दूर से
Divide.
लगती है.
What's the plan?
क्या
Steel Garden
बात है.
immediately ripped, and GE just avoids it completely. Spike planted for them towards the back of spawn as well, but Divide suddenly springing back around. Steel Garden didn't cover everything. Just enough for Javi to go swinging past his own wall. Divide! If you're always ready, you don't got to. And now that's Paper Rex taking the lead against GE off a Red Bull clutch.
Oh, Xavi's just poked the gun barrel through the Cosmic as well. That is brutal. GE did such a good job coming back into that round. Vgt going and finding that pick in the middle of the map after this round doesn't start particularly well. Swing from Patman, punish. Envy picked up inside of Art. Did a really good job just team playing their way into something, and although the Steel Garden does zone them, that grab well is perfectly timed.
दवाई ने स्मार्ट
But
खेला यार.
unfortunately, the spacing is just not there.
दवाई ने स्मार्ट खेला.
Device so clutch in those positions.
अरे फ्रॉस्ट
Now
भाई.
Paper X have got the advantage.
plan बताओ
First
कुछ
time
करने
out
के
for
लिए.
GE. They've got 2 of them. Haven't even been needed so far. But this attacking side has been pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie.
कसम ऑटम भाई जाग जाओ दोस्त.
Yeah, multiple instances where you just see, potential winnable moments, but somehow,
आप टैंक दिख रहे हो ये. मैं भी बाहर गया था ना दोस्त.
even with the numbers being tossed around, I just,
तो मैं टैन हो गया थोड़ा सा.
I don't know.
I mean, Yeah, Patman's definitely showed up to this game and had some very,
Arre?
very big individual rounds, but
Caught ho gaye, caught ho
it feels
gaye.
like Autumn has been completely rattled by the performance on Split.
आज आरसीबी का मैच है हाँ.
And sometimes when you're up
मैं
against
आजकल
something,
क्रिकेट देखने का मन नहीं करता यार,
that's
वो
the
वाली
one that you
वाइब नहीं
miss.
आती यार.
I mean, yeah, especially on the chamber.
आजकल जिंदगी से वाइब उठ
That
गई है.
is an agent that does
ये मैच
not
के
have
बाद तो
very
और
much
उठ जाएगी
impact
लग रहा है.
unless you're fragging. Sure, you can hold the
6-1
info
से
lines and
8-9.
inform the
हाँ
setups
यार.
and apply pressure on the
बड़ा
lurk,
लीड था यार
but
अपने पास.
in terms of utility, it doesn't really offer much to the team.
Paperx now encouraged by. We did see an Odin, but I think he's gonna hand that off. Back over with GE, trying to set something up
तीन लोग
towards
भी
B.
खेल रहे हैं.
Nightfall
तो
good
गन भी
set.
नहीं है ये राउंड यार.
Rest of GE up for success. It's a three-man hold
ये
over
क्या
here.
जिंग और इनवी क्या हमेशा एक दूसरे के ऊपर नीचे बैठ रहे थे
Like
क्या?
Milo as well, they have Thorns also to support, just coming in,
यार,
swinging
तीन
with the
killer
run
mock
it back.
कसम.
Oh, everyone sandwiched into a corner, and now it's Devi's
Nice
turn to get
Crystal.
involved. Not too bad though, relaying forward with a stinger, and Crystal might just be able to bring some numbers back for GE. Are they intending to pick up weapons? You would think twice. Something's around the corner, and you should be able to hear that tailwind as well.
Armageddon's in play now for Patman, and he's got his salvos ready to go. Straight across backhaul, but it doesn't clear something. Oh, beautiful salvo.
Oh, what? He still tries to
nice.
get ahead. Javi makes the trade off to the Marshall, but suddenly it's Jing's play. His
Batman
world,
gun
and
क्या
you're
है
just
उसके पास?
living in it,
Marshall है
Pat.
क्या?
Looking for a weapon. Anything possible with 30 seconds left.
Ooh,
I don't think
Jing
he's even
एक
got
shot
time
का है.
here. He has to go B. Do you have time to make it at A? This is a good thought experiment, but I don't think so.
If it does, it's going to be really close. You just
नहीं
cannot
यार,
consider
time तो मेरे
anything
को
I
तो
else.
नहीं
don't think
लगता.
so, bro. I don't think so.
Like 5 seconds remaining, maybe.
Yeah.
5.
No,
There's
it's
no
not
time.
even. There's no time.
अगर वो मिड से जाता तो टाइम था ब्रो.
नहीं बे,
Let's see.
ये क्लोज ही आता.
Saken cleans it up. And Paper X are on
अगर
a
8 से
tear.
जाता तो
At
शायद
what
4
point
सेकंड तक आ ही जाता.
down, what was it? 1 and 7. 1 and
कल का
7.
फनाटिक का मैच देखा क्यों नहीं? क्योंकि कल मेरा वो चल रहा था
And
दोस्त.
what a resurgence since then. Back to that
Podcast था,
dominance
उसके
that we
बाद में
saw
चला
over
गया.
on Split.
मेरी
This has
तबीयत
just
सही नहीं है
turned
यार.
into a stomp.
Haven't dropped a single defensive round. Well, let's see. I mean, the upcoming round, that should be the one after the timeout.
It's another really nice Armageddon from Patman. Like, he leaves a gap to be played in there on purpose.
Both Russians smiling at each other. That's cute. But yeah, you're absolutely right. But unfortunately, it doesn't really amount to the round. So now with the buys coming back in, but despite the flashes, once again, Forsaken something are just ready at the drop.
अरे ऑटम के साथ बुरा ही हो रहा है यार.
Relay bolt goes forward. Just to zone Paper X away, but it really doesn't matter anymore.
भाई उसका अभी
Already
तक
down
एक भी
2
अच्छा ये
players.
नहीं
You've
निकला.
lost your Teo.
Have a little bit of reach around middle, but ultimately the biggest obstacle would still be Ilya Petrov.
Oh!
A shot through the wall.
Bro!
A swap to the shorty. And the last player
इसकी
standing
shorty कैसे
behind
लगती है
those
ऐसे भाई?
doors, Ilya has to reload onto that operator, but at the same time, Forsaken just comes back in to take his
कुछ तो अलग है यार.
Updraft all around. Javi just trying to keep them at an arm's reach. Has his own op as well, but oh no! What is this peak?
Oh my god. This is just insult to injury for Paper X.
Salt to the wound.
That's a lot of green in the timeline. That was Jing's flash. As soon as GE peaked, the curveball from Art blinds both of them. And I don't even know if it would have mattered, I'm going to be honest.
Oh no.
We had to cut that off for
Yes.
for
ठीक है.
reasons.
ऑटम का किस्मत नहीं है
Yeah.
पाशा.
Well, we don't know, but
We don't have a beat button
बहुत
yet,
अनलकी
so
हो रहा है वो.
we're not allowed to air that.
But remember, like what happened last
Frost
week
with
against
her rival,
KRX,
huh?
you know, and then
Udo-
Frost tweeted
Udo का
out
भी
after
first
that,
map नहीं चला, ये map
composure
भी नहीं
is
चला यार.
key for the team, but
जितना पैटर्न मारा उस पे ही निकला है राउंड बहुत सारा.
I feel like Patman has done the most this game, and he's won
See?
GE a handful of
Castle
rounds
भी वही बोला.
with a few people chipping in here and there, but this has kind of been a
Something
Patman
G के
carry,
आगे
and
फॉर्म में
outside
होता है
of
मेरे को
that,
लग रहा है भाई.
there really hasn't been a lot to speak of for GE.
मेरे को लग रहा है.
They
समथिंग
had
भाई
a
सिर्फ जी
7-1
के अगेंस्ट
start in
मारने
this
के लिए
game
खेलते
and
हैं.
just couldn't work their way into it.
एक्चुअल गेम में तो
It
एक आध
looked
किल पे
sick.
रहता है.
They have those combo utility trap setups, Armageddon, everything, the salvos, and a little trademark.
Oh,
with the
Chad,
play in
this
the
is
first half.
sad.
But on the attacking side, I mean, every turn, Paper Rex is
Why
somehow
भी नहीं
around
है
the
अब तो
corner.
बे?
We might have the same thing again. Into
were
a
tough
main
match.
we go.
Paper X looking for a fight once
Bro, next
again.
game Longshim के against.
Salvos on both sides. Udatom. It's like back to split again, isn't it?
Okay. It's done. The round's done.
It's not just the round, bro.
Okay. I imagine they should be able to buy up on the next one, but you can't be running into the operator or the spams like
Yeah, but like they just keep moving around the setup, Quack, you know?
Look,
Like at
7
one
round
point you're trying to
जीते
contact
यार.
mid at the start of the round and they're two-man or double doors with Jing throwing a flash on R. Then you go, all right, let's go 8.
Nope.
Three players set up over there. Hot hand sees something on the off angle. Udaton goes down and then you get the op on the line. It's like, yeah, it doesn't matter where you go. Paper X is in the perfect position.
Okay.
Autumn does get a pick in the middle of the map.
2 round back to back और we
There's
are
a
back.
lot more footwork needed for GE with only 48 seconds to do it.
As a trio, perhaps go down through street. Something's around the corner, but he has an op, so probably, depending on the timing, he probably doesn't want to peek it just yet. Oh no. G are walking into connector.
He's just going to drop the cloud burst as soon as he shoots, isn't he? Nope. He wants to fight another player.
30 seconds left.
I mean, that's classic something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just immediately wants to
और
take
दोनों
another
के
duel.
पास
Divide
A main
just
है
outside
और
the range
दवाई
of the
के पास
trip
B
here.
main है.
And GE haven't opened B side. Not that
जी
they know
जब तक
that.
चेक करेगी ना,
Three
साइड
stars
क्लियर
here.
करने को ट्राई करेगी, दवाई कुछ ना कुछ प्ले
Might
बना
not even
देगा यार.
expect Devi to be out by long. 10 seconds.
देखो.
And they really have to nail down the spike plant. So, bodies on top of bodies, but Devi just finds the right angle, right place.
Bro.
Easy work for Paper X to get up to series point now.
That's a flawless defensive half.
No. Not while
भाई वो लोग
Haven't
8
been
राउंड
a
इन अ रो
single
जीते
dent
हैं.
put into it by GE.
हाँ भाई 8-4 के बाद जीतते गए वो लोग.
पेपर आई गेस दोनों टीम ने
It's
बस
like-
डिफेंस प्रैक्टिस किया था.
You do get the stun,
नहीं, Pearl
salvo,
बहुत
plus a
defensive map है
consume,
भाई.
but still Paper X walk away with 2 kills in the A main exchange there.
विषय भाषा अपने डुएल्स
Seconds
भी नहीं आ
enjoying
रहे
himself
अच्छे.
a little bit too much.
Okay, calm down, buddy. Yeah. Alt online, operator in line, and GE this time hope for a successful B push. It's Jing alongside Envy in position to play spoiler. Ooh, salvos. It's Jing traps now. Oh, actually. Okay,
निकल
just
गया
hopped over
वो.
the ledge.
We're on fighting out in the open now. Paper X sticking around Jing on pillar.
अभी सीज डाला था क्या उसने?
You got a little bit of movement outside of middle as well. Some tight spams will take Jing down.
I mean, Paper X have the whole map though. Udaton punishing Forsaken for the push up on top middle at 1 minute and 10 seconds. Something was on top mid as well.
Oh no.
One for one.
Trades back. Udotan calls the A side should be clear.
Yeah, but it's going to take them so long to meet him up over there.
कल G2 भी ऐसी हारेगी. अबे G2 का तो हो गया,
Envy
घी
and
खत्म है
something
भाई.
without too much information here. Still looking for duels over towards B. So this could be a round for GE.
लास्ट अमेरिका जो सेकंड आया वो लोग उनका लास्ट था.
Depending on how
अब I don't
G
think
plays
so उसके बाद वो
Udotan,
लोग कहीं भी
clearing out
जीतने
as
वाले
much
हैं.
as possible.
अमेरिकाज भी नहीं जीतेंगे देखना.
Still Prowlers in play for both
PWC
sides.
में पर
Crystal's now got his ult
कोच
back.
जॉश आर्टी है अमेरिकाज का.
30 seconds left.
Take this round. Crystal could be good for the Nightfall and next subsequent rounds, but focused on the
I
task
hope
at
अच्छी team
hand.
बना.
Okay, spike planted. You play around stairs. Got Autumn out towards main.
I mean, something can still, if he's got another tailwind in 1 kill and he can rip his Blade Storm here, but GE are just playing very safe.
Paper X safe as well. Hot to clear out
हाफ हो
Udo.
जाएगा.
They might not expect Crystal, but something is just
Oh!
in position.
Bro!
And that's Autumn down again. Crystal, the last one, just gets blocked out from midair. And despite the hopeful first half from Global, Paper Rex lock themselves into playoffs with the resurgence in the second half.
Just never gets easier. It's a dominant streak. in the favor of PaperX, not only Alex v Frost, but PRX v
अगर
Global
वो
as well.
ऐसा
That
खेल
just
रहा है तो फिर तो
continues
जीतना
to
बहुत मुश्किल
spiral
था
in one direction. That's a flawless defensive side on Pearl after being down 1-7 at one point in that game. Just feels like PaperX can flip a switch and there's nothing you can do. It doesn't matter if you're GE or even some of the teams overseas. If they decide they're going to stop you, then, you know, you're just mere passengers in a game against PaperX.
The conductor is here after all.
not our game, bro.
And unfortunately, at this point,
कुछ भी मारा
you
something
put
last round.
your chances of getting into playoffs into the hands of other teams, maybe a little bit more as you think about the next week as well. But for now, PaperX, I mean, what a day. The first map was already quite a wash, but down onto the second.
अभी देखो नोंगशिम वाले मैच पे डिपेंड करेगा, वो नोंगशिम से जीतते हैं अगर तो क्वालिफाइड है प्लेऑफ्स के लिए, पर नोंगशिम से अगर हार जाते हैं तो ऐसे कंडीशन हो जाएगी कि KRX को जीतना पड़ेगा उनका एक गेम और टीम सीक्रेट को या तो 2-1 जीतना पड़ेगा या तो हार जाना है ऐसा।
You love to see him in the server
चलो
thriving, but
बाय
as for the
टेक
rest
केयर
of
दोस्तों,
GE, a
मिलते
little bit
हैं
rough around the edges. They got a little bit to work on. That's
अगले थोड़ी
back-to-back
देर में
losses
शायद
after
गेमिंग
starting this group
देखते हैं।
so well.
Alright bro,
They
see ya.
got to both KRX and PRX.
Yeah, bro.
0-2, so they've still got a little
Bye-bye.
bit more work to do in the rest of the group. But let's hear for the winners in PaperX down on the stage.
जीतेगी तो नोंगशिम में नो डाउट अबाउट इट। देखते हैं यार। फनाटिक का सीन बताओ। फनाटिक क्वालिफाइड है ऑलरेडी दोस्त। फनाटिक ऑलरेडी क्वालिफाइड है। आज ये नहीं क्या है मैचेस यार? अबे यार एमिट हेरिटिक्स कोई बढ़िया गेम नहीं है आज देखने।
네, 이렇게 해서 페이퍼렉스가 승리를 가져가게 됐습니다. 인터뷰로 페이퍼렉스의 다바이 선수 만나보겠습니다.
4-0
승리
예요.
축하드립니다.
Thank you.
Next match is more important.
I'm
Yep.
on the stage
चलो
here
दोस्तों,
with
see ya,
PaperX
bye bye,
and
take
다바이.
care.
오늘 G를 상대로
Good
승리를 하면서
night. India coach
페이퍼렉스가
Godspeed, I guess.
플레이오프에 진출에
Godspeed भाई अपने
성공했습니다.
इंडिया के
이제
कोच।
오늘 스플릿에서의 경기력이 흡사 23년
वही तो मतलब इंडिया से भी एक टीम जाएगी ना खेलने के लिए WC, मजा आएगा मजा आएगा।
진출에 성공한 소감부터 한번
PWC का
들어보도록
बम्स नहीं मिलता है पर।
Well, congrats on making it to the
NV
playoffs.
Lev है।
You know, your game on
हाँ
split.
NV Lev अच्छा गेम है पर वो
We're seeing that
अमेरिका
it was
से यार, और
almost
मैं
like
अमेरिका से देखना अभी थोड़े दिन के लिए बंद कर दिया हूँ बिकॉज मेरे हेल्थ इश्यूज चल रहे हैं, तो मैं रात को जाग के अमेरिका तो नहीं देखूंगा।
Must feel nice, right?
पर आगे जाके जब भी
Usually we started from climbing from the bottom, but this time I think it's quite
आगे जाके
not easy, but I would
प्लेऑफ्स
say smooth.
अपर
So,
फाइनल
I mean,
मई
obviously
23rd
there's
ये
gonna be
देखूंगा,
all mistakes here and there, but,
ये देखूंगा
I mean,
23,
I'm happy
24,
that we
25
show up today
on
and to
May
show them.
23, 24,
So, yeah, I
25
mean, sorry,
on
man. You played very well though.
full on।
이제 이전과 달리 조금은 좀 더 앞선 출발점이 돼가지고
और
만족스러운 경기라고 이야기를 해줬고요. 뭐
ये मियाँ का
상대팀에
왜-
있었던 이전 팀 동료였던 팬맨에겐 미안하지만 오늘 2대0 승리라서 더
15,
만족스럽다고 이야기를 해줬습니다. 이제 오늘 또
16,
페이퍼렉스가 그동안
17.
기피해왔던 펄을
अबे
볼
इस
수
दिन तो मेरा
있었는데
बर्थडे है 16 को।
아찔했던 순간들도
तो
있었지만
lower
오늘
round
지희를 상대로
एक
펄을
सेकंड, एक ये देखूंगा।
고른 이유가
Happy
있었을
birthday
것
to
같아요.
you.
그
ये भी happy
이야기에
birthday
대해서
to
한번
you.
들어보도록 하겠습니다. Well, you
Wow,
guys,
bro.
you know, opened
मेरे
Pearl
birthday के
for
दिन
the
games
first
है।
time here, especially against GE. You gotta explain why. Was it
अमेरिका से
like
एनर्जी का सीजी है यार।
an
चलो
opportunity
मिलते हैं
that
दोस्तों
you
फिर
saw?
नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में। बाय बाय, टेक केयर।